Hello and welcome into the Dean Withers Show. Everybody tuning in on YouTube. Hope you're doing well today. We have some more debates for all of you guys today. And today we are in the Harris Waltz merch. We are absolutely libbed out. In fact, we are already starting the debates over on the TikTok stream. So let's just go ahead and pick up where we left off. We have Tanner on the live, and Tanner voted for Trump. And Tanner just left, so never mind. Okay, all right, we're gonna move on to that next guest. For everybody watching on YouTube, a little bit of an interesting start to the stream there. We had somebody on the line ready to debate, and they left. Tanner ran away scared. What is going on, Evan? Did you vote for Trump? And Evan left too. Okay, here's the thing about a lot of the Trump supporters over on TikTok. You guys are, quite frankly, not willing to debate me, and I wonder why. What's going on, JR? Did he vote for Trump?
Sure did.
Sure did. Okay. JR, are you talking to me through like your car's mic or something? Could you turn your Bluetooth off for me?
Yeah, let me try to figure this out. Sorry, I'm not the one driving.
Okay, yeah, no worries. In the meantime, guys, make sure that we're double tapping. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure to drop a like real quick, okay? We just started the stream, so, just drop a like. And
is that better?
10 times better, man. So why did you vote for Trump?
I just think for too long our borders have been completely not up to the standards of other countries.
Not up to the standards of other countries. Well, I could agree that our borders are very bad, but my question to you is, why do you think the borders are very bad?
Just stuff.
Just stuff. Okay, come on. Use your brain, bro. Turning that shit on.
No, I'm playing. My mom's an immigrant. I love you, Dean.
Well, I appreciate you for the love, man. Guys, dude, just keep in mind, we're looking for Trump supporters. Okay, there's somebody in the guest request right now, and their name is Dean Lover. Okay, how about you hop off? How about that, okay? How about you hop off the guest request? Because obviously you didn't vote for Trump. Okay, Dean Lover. What is going on in the dark? Did he vote for Trump?
No, but I believe in Christian fascism. So, I kind of want to die that way.
Thank you so much for the flying jets. I do appreciate you for the love, Sid. Everybody, please show some love to Sid down below in that chat. Thank you so much. Everybody, please do show some love to Sid. Yeah. So you're going to hell. Like, straight up. If Christianity is true...
No. I'm Hispanic. I just want to die that way. I don't believe in Christianity or any of that shit. I just genuinely want to die.
Okay, all right. We're going to move on to the next guest because I don't even know what the fuck they're saying. Like, what? So they believe in Christian fascism, but they're not even Christian? Bro, what is going on today?
What's up?
Yo, America, thank you for the $20 donation over on PayPal. Holy crap, America. That is AMERIKA. I want to see at least 200 big America W's in those live chats, guys. Thank you so much for the very kind donation. Thank you so much, America. What is going on outdoor? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
Okay, and why is that?
Better value proposition for Trump than for Kamala.
Why is that?
Well, the main thing that I focused on was for gun rights, and Kamala does not like that very much.
Yeah, real quick.
There was other things,
but
that was the main one.
Real quick. What administration out of the last two passed gun control?
What do you mean? Didn't Kamala's explicitly said that she wants to have mandatory buyback programs?
So that's not an answer to my question.
And should
I re-ask the question?
Well, I know. Well, Trump has passed laws on guns,
Yeah.
but they haven't been that bad.
Do you know that the Biden-Harris administration actually passed no gun control? So that's the only reason I bring it up, because when we evaluate the last 8 years of the leadership of our country, Donald Trump passed a bump stock ban, and Donald Trump, is in
that was
support
unconstitutional.
of red flag laws, essentially saying that you could take away individuals' guns and then give them due process second. In fact, he said that in an interview with Mike Pence in 2018, I believe. Meanwhile, Biden and Harris didn't really pass anything. Now, I want to make it clear, I do support a lot of gun control. But if you just stand for your Second Amendment rights, I don't really think that Kamala Harris was going to impede upon any of those, because, of course, any of the policy that she would have passed pertaining to gun laws, if unconstitutional, would have been challenged and overturned by the very conservative Supreme Court. So your Second Amendment rights would have been safe.
Well, I think Trump already attempted to, or, well, not just attempted to, he's been trying to pass the law regarding if you have a concealed carry permit in one state, it transfers to other states, and it doesn't matter what state you're in.
I'm unaware.
I believe that is a law he's trying to pass. It's been, I don't know, I've been seeing it all over the place.
Okay, so you just like your rights, freedoms, and liberties?
Yeah, specifically pertaining to
So are you a
guns. That was
single
the main
issue
thing.
voter? You literally only voted for more guns?
Well, no. I said that was
No?
the main reason, but that was not the
Yeah,
only
but
reason.
like, so like the idea of like getting a concealed carry permit in one state and being able to carry that over to another state.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't you kind of feel like because like you're conservative, you stand for like state rights, correct?
Yes, and that's why
Yeah, but isn't that like
unfortunately I
very like anti-states' rights to say that oh well if you get a concealed carry permit in like the red state of Alabama, well then all of a sudden California can do absolutely fucking nothing from you concealing a 9 millimeter in your waistband walking into their libraries. You know what I mean?
well this is one thing, like I'm a constitutionalist. This is one thing that I don't think that states should have a say on because it's in the US Constitution.
Okay, well that's going to be your interpretation of the U.S. Constitution, which is not currently shared by the
I
Supreme
mean, the
Court. Now,
Second
I also
Amendment
do
is
want to
pretty.
clarify that you said that you're a constitutionalist. So would you say if one stands against the Constitution that they stand against America?
Um, yeah, I know what you're gonna bring
So
up.
would
Go
you
ahead.
ever support a candidate that stands against America?
Um, not to a sense.
So I'm going to interpret that as a no. So you want to
Yeah,
support a
yeah, no.
candidate that stands against America, and you think that standing against the Constitution is standing against America. Here's the thing: Donald Trump stands against the Constitution in 2021 or 2022. He sent a little posty post out on Truth Social saying that he literally wants to terminate some articles in the Constitution when he was baby raging after his loss in the 2020 election.
Okay. Well, I mean, words are just words until something happens.
Words are just words until something happens. So you don't
Yeah,
really
well,
care.
really, he didn't.
So you just don't really care about it if it's just words. You only care about the action. So I want to
Well,
clarify.
I mean, if he's just
Do you go to
posting, if
school?
he's just posting something,
Yeah. Do you go to school?
I did.
Okay. If somebody at the school that you went to just posted that they're gonna shoot the school up in 2 weeks, how do you feel about that?
I would feel pretty scared and probably not want to go.
Oh, but I thought words were just words. Seemingly, okay, words are not just
Well,
words, and they are very meaningful and heavy, all right? And that is exactly why I interpreted Donald Trump literally calling for the abolition of some articles of the Constitution is very meaningful. And the fact that you, as a self-described constitutionalist, don't really just shows me your hypocrisy. You probably heard that word from mom and dad and just kind of ran with it. But when anything contradicts your narrative / your worldview, you don't really care as long as it's Trump, right?
well, some parts of the Constitution can be changed and has been changed in the past.
Yeah. In my argument, I should have also said baselessly changed because, of course, we could all support amending the Constitution given sufficient justification to do so. Obviously, Donald Trump had no sufficient justification to propound the idea that parts of the Constitution should be amended as they would apply to our civil and electoral processes.
Well, I don't support Trump on everything. And back in 2016, 2020, I was not old enough to vote, but I still didn't support Trump back then. My views have definitely changed on him.
But like you're self-described as a constitutionalist, and then when we have a president that is the most anti-constitutional, anti-American president that we've had in modern American history, and so on, those are just reasons not to support him. It doesn't make you not support him as a whole. Like for instance, he also called himself the fucking king. You understand that the Constitution was born out of a war that America fought to rid itself of kings, and then you're still gonna turn around and tell me that you support him. Like he is such a traitor. He's such an anti-constitutional, anti-American fucking traitor. Please do not call yourself a patriot or a constitutionalist if you support the guy.
Well, okay.
Okay. Well,
I don't agree with everything he does. I just thought he was a better option than the alternative.
why is that?
Many reasons.
Okay. Well, you already kind of talked to me about guns. So what are your other reasons, man? Let's hear them.
Well, the economy was objectively better under Trump. The border was more sort of. The border was more closed.
More closed. Okay.
And what else? Which obviously, and also we weren't sending, what is it, 380 billion to Israel and
We're
hundreds.
going to be sending a lot more than that to Israel under Trump. You understand that Donald Trump literally unpaused weapon shipments that Biden had placed holds on, such as a 3,000-pound bomb. And Donald Trump wants to go in, occupy and own the Gaza Strip, ethnically cleanse 1.4 million Palestinians, and builds like 50-foot gold statues of himself in Jesus' birthplace, right?
Well, that's not. I don't think that's a necessarily a good thing. And I don't
It's not
support.
necessarily a good thing
No,
to
it's not a
violate
good thing.
1.4 million individuals' human rights and build 50-foot gold statues of yourself where Jesus was born. That's not necessarily a good thing, yeah?
No, it's not a good thing. No, it's
But
not. And that's
okay,
the
so
way. That's the main thing
can
I
we
disagree
agree
with
that that is
Republicans
one
on
of like
is
his
outlook on Israel and
can we
Palestine.
agree
It's
that
ridiculous.
Trump's Gaza AI video was one of the most disgusting, deplorable, inhumane things posted by a president ever?
Sure, we can agree.
Okay, so that must mean that there's really overwhelmingly good things that he has done to account for the fact that he is single-handedly responsible for the most disgusting, deplorable, inhumane post by a president ever. So what is the overwhelming goodness that is reaped via Trump administration that accounts for this overwhelming badness?
The fact that he was better than the alternative. I already said that.
The fact that he was better than the alternative. So what
Yes,
has Kamala
Kamala
Harris?
Harris.
What has Kamala Harris done that was worse than the
Nothing. She
most?
hasn't done anything. That's the thing.
What do you mean by that?
What has she done?
What has she done? She was the most accomplished VP in American history, passing more tie-breaking votes in the Senate than any other VP that we've ever had serve. She also helped
Cool,
Biden
she got good
influence some of the
vote.
most monumental legislation in modern U.S. history, more than what Trump did under his administration, more effective as VP than he was as P, pertaining to things such as the PACT Act, the CHIPS and Science Act, the American Rescue Plan, the Infrastructure Bill, et cetera, et
Did that
cetera.
work? Did the
Yeah.
infrastructure bill work?
Yes.
I don't think it did.
You don't think it did? Why?
But
Why?
it's
Why? Tell me why. You won't have reasons. You're just saying that. Exactly.
cool.
My fucking point. Alexis, thank you for the 20 Canadian dollars over on YouTube Super Chat, saying to keep up the great work, Dean. Love you. I love you too, Alexis. Thank you so much for the love. Huge W's for Alexis in the chat. Go ahead.
How much is a Canadian dollar worth in USD?
I'm unaware of the conversion rates. I think that like 20 Canadian dollars is like probably around like 14 USD, if I had to guess.
All right. I don't really know what to say right now.
Okay, all right. Well, if you don't know what to say, I mean, do you have anything else to add on, or should I just move on to the next guest?
Not particularly, but what is your? I do have another question. What was your thoughts on RFK running? Would you have preferred him over Trump?
Would I preferred RFK over Trump? Yeah, I'd probably prefer RFK over Trump, but that's not saying like much at all, considering I think that Trump is the worst president in modern American history.
Okay, better question. Would you have preferred him over Kamala?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Why? Because Kamala Harris was a significantly better candidate than both Trump and RFK. I don't want our president to entertain the idea that vaccines cause autism, causing more
they
Americans
can.
to go No, they can't. That's misinformation.
These are especially the COVID vaccine are all new vaccinations
Wait,
that have.
wait. Why do you think vaccines can cause autism? Can you run the arg?
I'm not. I haven't. I'm not a scientist. I haven't studied into these
So
vaccines.
then,
and
how do you know that they
specifics.
cause autism?
I didn't say that I knew that. I said they could.
Yeah. So then, give
I
me
said
evidence
there's
that
so
they
much
could.
we
Because I
don't
reject
know
that they
about all
could.
these new chemicals
I
we're putting into our
reject
bodies.
that they could. Give me evidence that they
I think
could.
I just think fundamentally adding any unnecessary chemicals to our bodies is not a good thing.
And that's why we now had like the first death of measles in modern American history down in the state of Texas when a vaccine's been out since the early 2000s. Is because people fucking think like you. Did you know that whenever you go to the hospital, you get an IV input into your arm, as well as many other quote unquote unnatural forms of treatment that have saved millions of lives and prevented millions of unnecessary deaths? And you look at that all and you call it all bullshit?
Not all.
Not all, but I
all.
thought you just told me putting anything quote unquote unnatural into your body is a bad thing.
It is. Generally, it is.
What?
Yes. Adding
So I just want to
additives to your
clarify. So a
body.
diabetic putting unnatural insulin into their body is a bad thing.
Not necessarily.
Okay, you've already contradicted your own argument. Thanks. What about an individual
Well,
that puts an
insulin is
artificial pacemaker
naturally in
into
your
their
body.
Yeah, but it's synthetic
Insulin is
insulin.
naturally in your body. Insulin?
Yeah, so like the insulin in which diabetic individuals would put into their body, it's synthetically produced insulin.
Okay. So it's like a mock insulin. It's not real,
Well, it's just synthetic
but still does the same.
insulin, yeah.
But still does the same thing.
Yeah.
What are the side effects of insulin?
How would I know?
I don't know.
have no
I
fucking
don't
clue.
know. You sounded like you knew a lot about it. I was asking.
No, I don't have a clue. I'm not diabetic. I would have no clue.
Okay.
So do you think that all vaccines are bad?
No, not all, but specific ones like the COVID vaccine
Okay, why is the
or
COVID vaccine bad?
well, the main reason being, do you know how long it takes to process and to get a vaccine approved and passed is?
It depends.
Well, generally they take years, and the COVID vaccine they literally got out in like 2, maybe 3 months or so, very very quick.
So that was by Biden and Harris with Operation Warp Speed. I think they did a good job with that. Do you think they did a bad job with that?
Yeah, you can't rush a vaccine.
But I think that
That's
was like
not a-
seriously one of the best things that Biden and Harris did.
Well, then they haven't done very many good things if you think that's the best thing.
Okay, so would you like seriously say that Operation Warp Speed was terrible?
That specific reason, you can't rush a vaccine.
Would you-
There's no way that's a good
would you
thing.
would you say that like that makes them indirectly culpable for like millions of deaths? Like that makes them indirectly culpable for like the death of a lot of Americans because of their negligence pertaining towards the Operation Warp Speed mission?
Not necessarily. No, I don't think one singular person could be.
But like the Biden and Harris administration as a whole, is their idea to push Operation Warp Speed to expedite the approval of the vaccine, which you believe has led to like the deaths and harm of like hundreds of thousands of Americans. So they'd be like partly responsible for that. Do you think that you'd ever vote for their administration again because they did that?
It's possible I would vote. I would. Well, no. Well, probably not unless
Probably
views
not.
changed
Got it.
harshly,
So yeah, that was
or if
actually
we didn't have a
Trump's
better
policy.
option. Or if we didn't have a better option.
So that was actually Trump's policy. Trump did Operation Warp Speed.
Trump wasn't in office. I don't believe.
Yeah, Operation Warp Speed was, I believe, either late 2019 or early 2020. That's something Trump did. Trump's America, am I right?
Trump passed Operation Warp Speed.
It was
Okay,
his.
fine.
It was his accomplishment.
Fine.
So
I don't
was
think
that
that's an
just like
accomplishment.
such a shit terrible decision made by Trump? Now you never vote for Trump again?
Yes. Well, not necessarily.
Oh, not necessarily. Okay, piggybacking off.
Well,
of, like,
I don't think it's
more
I don't think
BS.
it's a good.
Like
well, I don't
yeah,
think it's a
like
good
I just want to make it
accomplishment.
clear. I just want to make it very clear. So far in our conversation, you've told me that Operation Warp Speed is like sufficient reason to never support Biden or Harris again.
Well, no,
but Trump like
that
ethnically
necessarily was
cleansing
not.
1.4 million people isn't. Donald Trump doing Operation Warp Speed isn't. Donald Trump being anti-American isn't. You're such a
I
cult
just
member,
said
bro.
I literally just specifically said that I don't think it was a good thing necessarily, like at all. Even after you mentioned that Trump did it, I said that.
Yeah, but you
And
changed your
when I
perspective
said-
insofar as that being a red line
I
for
didn't
support
change
for
my
Canada.
perspective at all.
Yeah, because you told me that'd be a red line insofar as your support for the presidency of Biden and Harris.
That was not. No, I didn't. I just said it was a bad thing.
Roll the tape.
And then you
roll the tape.
Sure, roll the tape.
Roll the tape,
You
play
asked
it
me.
back.
You asked me, would I ever vote for the Biden-Harris administration again? And I said, unless views change, no. That had nothing to do with this
Do
Operation
you think that Donald
Warp Speed
Trump's
thing.
views have changed on Operation Warp Speed?
I don't know what his views on Operation Warp Speed from 4 years
then
ago
why wouldn't you
was.
say
No.
unless Donald Trump's views change on Operation Warp Speed, you never vote for him again?
Because I didn't say that about Kamala Harris either. That was not
okay.
the reasoning.
You literally just told me that you said that about Harris and Biden. That was the
I
last
said that was
sentence that came out
I
of your
said
mouth.
that was a bad thing, but that wasn't the reason that I wasn't going to vote for him. You understand?
Are we just like literally ignoring the fact that the last breath that came out of your mouth was that due to Operation Warp Speed, unless their views change, you never vote for them again?
I didn't say due to Operation Warp Speed. You said that. I said unless the
I
views
asked
change.
you that question in context of Operation Warp Speed.
Okay, maybe I didn't understand the context. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna move on to the next guest. I appreciate you for coming up. Everybody, just give us a minute. We're gonna get AJ up in the box, y'all. So everybody, do just give us a minute. I appreciate you guys so much for the love over on YouTube Super Chat. You guys are great. Also, Devin, thank you for the $5 donation over on PayPal, and Julia with a $10 over on PayPal as well. Thank you, Devin and Julia. Everybody, do show some love. What is going on, AJ? Did you vote for Trump? AJ's not here, guys. Go ahead and drop a maggot for me down below in that comment section if you do want to come up and debate. All right. Also, I see RC whining down below in that chat that I won't debate him. Last time I accepted you, you literally just fucking slurred at me. I accepted you into the live. Then you were like, F-slur. Like, yeah. Children go in timeout there, little buddy. Children go in timeout. All right. Let's go and get that next guest up in here. We got Our next guest loading in right now, guys. Drop that MAGA down below in that comment section. I will literally get you up here. Do be patient, though, y'all, for the 7.1 thousand people watching. Make sure that we're double tapping, as well as for all the people over on YouTube. Drop a like on that stream, so hopefully this stream can send out to more people. Y'all already know. What is going on, Wacky? You vote for Trump?
Dean, this is unrelated, but your haircut's looking sexy, mate.
Well, I sure appreciate you, mate. Moving on to the next guest. All right. There is about 8,000 people watching the stream, both on TikTok and YouTube right now. We are failing
Hi,
to find a
Dean.
debate.
I like watching you every day on my iPad, and I'm a Democrat.
I don't know if you're old enough to have TikTok. You have a bright future in front of you, though. You have a very bright future in front of you. We got a baby Democrat. Damn, man. These next generations, maybe they'll be all right. Okay. That fetus for president in like 2270. Okay. Yo, Dr. Kaz with the 20 pounds over on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you for the love, Dr. Kaz. Holy crap. I want to see at least 200 big Dr. Kaz W's in that chat saying, love what you do, man. Keep up the great work. Keep spreading your wisdom. I appreciate you for that love, Dr. Kaz. And what is going on, Leighton? Did you vote for Trump?
Hey man, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you driving?
Yeah, I am, man. I am. That's great.
Fortunately, you can't be on live while you're driving, man, but I do appreciate you. Do appreciate you. All right, dude. Why is there people hating on the kid? You guys are like, dude, it's a baby. Calm down, Republicans. What is going on? X-Way, did he vote for Trump?
Fuck you.
Calm down. You're about to leave, right? You're about to run away. Yeah! I called you out before you did it. Every single time. Watch it on YouTube. You didn't see it. They come up here, they get mad, they're like, fuck you, and then they run away. And I called him out on it before he did it because it happens every time. Literally every time, like clockwork. I know this script. I know it too well. They dipped, they ran away every time. So scared of me, may I add. Very cowardly, may I propose. Okay? All right, we're gonna get that next guest up in here. Here we go. What's going on, Sierra? Did he vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Sierra, why did you vote for Trump?
I mean, I only voted for Trump because I didn't want to vote for Kamala.
Kamala is how you pronounce her name. And why did you not want to vote for Kamala Harris?
There's many reasons, but tell me why I shouldn't have had voted for Trump.
I'm actually not going to do that, and I want you to answer my question. So why did you not like Kamala Harris?
I just didn't agree with the things she was. I mean, she wasn't really doing anything, but I just didn't agree with her.
That's a contradiction. You just told me that you didn't agree with the things that she was doing, but she didn't really do anything.
What do you mean?
You told me that you didn't really agree with the things that she was doing, but she wasn't really doing anything.
Exactly.
What? My shoes are red and I don't like that color, but my shoes aren't red.
No, I get what you're saying, but like, how do I explain it?
So what were some of these things that she was doing that you didn't like?
Just how she kind of presented herself and wanted like famous people on her side and stuff like that.
She wanted famous people on her side. What does that mean? Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, sure. I bet anybody running for president probably wants endorsements from people with a large following.
Yeah.
And?
People in the chat are saying I didn't vote for her because she was black, and that is not the reason at all.
Wow. Did you just like out yourself?
What do you mean?
Who the fuck brought that up?
Well, people are in the chat.
Okay, well then give us a reason. Okay? If you could give us a reason I will happily tell the chat to be quiet and pipe down and that they're spreading misinformation. So that just means that you have to give us real reason here. So what is a real reason that you didn't like Kamala Harris? Because just saying that she wanted endorsements from people with large followings is not a real reason to not support Kamala Harris. So did Trump. I don't think that's a bad thing Trump did. That's probably like one of like the main, most obvious strategies for campaigning for public office like ever.
No, yeah, I agree. But I mean, I just didn't like her.
Why? See, we don't like people without reasons. And when a white woman comes into my life and tells me that she didn't like the black woman with no reason, where does that lead me? Where does it lead me? Can you see the connection there? Okay, all right. Well, I think that she's running away. She didn't last that long. We're going to move on to the next guest here, yo. Do be patient. What's up, Zach? You vote for Trump? Okay, Zach's running away too, quite frankly. Oh.
No. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hi, did you vote for Trump?
I'm
going to take that as a no. Moving on to the next guest. Everyone do be patient. Yo, Kenneth, thank you so much for the $20 over on PayPal. I want to see at least 200 big W's for Kenneth in that live chat. Thank you so much for the love, brother. You're in here every single day. Just know that I appreciate you. You shout out to Kenneth. What's up, MAGA? You vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
You sure did. And why'd you do that?
I didn't. I just wanted to say that you're amazing. I love what you do.
I appreciate you for that love, man. For the 8.4 thousand people in the live, welcome in, guys. Make sure that we're double tapping. If you voted for Trump, go ahead and drop a MAGA down below. Hello, Dean Hater. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did, Dean.
Are you the same? Like,
I love you so much.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Get the fuck out of here. Leave. Okay, moving on to the next guest. Everyone, do just kind of give us a minute. We got I commit tax fraud loading into live. Do not clip that and take that out of context, please. What's going on? Did you vote for?
Thanks, you.
Did you vote for Trump? I commit tax fraud?
Yeah, sure. Sorry, I apologize. I walked into a light pole like a minute ago, so I'm a bit dizzy, but yeah.
You did vote for Trump. Okay, real quick. What time is it?
21:06.
21:06. All right. Well, that is going to be like what? Like 9 p.m.? So unfortunately, you're not in America, so we're going to move on to the next guest. Everybody just give us a minute. We got Ryan loading up. And holy shit, yo, Kristen! With the $50 super chat over on YouTube. Holy crap, Kristen. That is CHRISTIN. Thank you so much for the love. That is so incredibly kind. And just know that I really appreciate and love you. Everybody show some love to Kristen. And Chipotle Mexican Grill with the $20 super chat as well. I want to see at least 10 minutes of W Chipotles and W Kristens in all of the live chats. Thank you both so very much. It goes such a long way. Just know that I love and appreciate you guys. And thank you for your love. Okay. All right. Back to you, Mr. Ryan. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
And why did you do that?
Because I believe with his things about abortion and stuff like that.
Okay, so big anti-abortion guy, right?
Yeah, huge.
All right, before we hop into our debate, I just really also got to thank Beth. Thank you so much, Beth, for the $50 YouTube super chat. Holy crap, W Beth's in the chat. Beth said H3 loved, but Ryan, come the fuck back. There you go. Beth says H3 loved watching you watching the content nuke. He said that he hoped you'd keep watching the whole thing since he liked you from Jubilee, sending love from Denver. Yeah, I actually watched that clip, Beth. I did see that. I did see that. Yeah. Then Coochie Man, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Thank you, Coochie Man. Thank you, Beth, as well as Sam with the $5. You guys are awesome. Anyway, so name every single reason why you think abortion is wrong.
So I'm a Christian, so I believe that it's against things to just. I just think that. So my main reason is people are consistently getting abortions, just because they're just like fucking around and like having intercourse for just jokes. But I think there should be stuff behind it, and I think that I get it in spots where it's like if you get raped or you like don't have enough money or stuff like that. But there's other reasons
Brian,
where it's
what's
just.
up? Thank you for the galaxy, man. Hope you're doing well. Brian. Go for it.
I just went for it.
Phenomenal. Is there any other reasons that you could think of why you don't like abortion? Any other ones? Seriously?
I don't know, man.
All right, I'm gonna go and take that as a no. Okay, is that fair?
Yeah, take it as a no. Take it as a no. Yeah.
Okay, so you yield your time. You can't think of any other reasons why abortion's wrong?
No, I'm just gonna. Yeah. No. Do you have any responses?
Yeah, here's a fucking issue. You forgot to tell me that you think it's wrong because a fetus is dying, and you just kind of told me that you think it's wrong because of how immature, irresponsible, and stupid the women are. That's a really big issue with a lot of one moment. There's a lot of one moment. Just let me speak. There's a lot of men, specifically in America today, that stand against pro-choice legislation and want abortion to be banned, want to punish kids by placing them in unready households where they're unwanted, reducing rates of employment, increasing the rates of poverty, reducing the rates of education, etc. All because you just fucking hate women. And that's the thing. Like, if somebody asks me why I think murder is bad, I'm like, somebody's fucking dying. But as soon as we're talking about this gentle baby that is so morally valuable that you and all the other pro-lifers love to death, and I ask you just, why is abortion wrong? All of a sudden it's because the woman's immature, right?
That's no. How does that have to do with no one? I never said woman once.
Yeah, you told me that you think abortion is wrong because, they're engaging in sex so recklessly and they didn't want to like procreate. Okay.
It takes two to have sex.
Yeah, but only one faces the consequences of shitty men like you and the imposition of pro-life legislation. And
why are you calling me a shitty man? You're trying to get away from this.
Because the only reason you told me why you think abortion is wrong was because you hold different values in the context of romance, sex, and intimacy, right, than many American women do. And when a woman will, enact on the basis that she disagrees with you, doesn't think that sex serves a single purpose of procreation, and wants to engage in sex for recreational pleasures, etc., all of a sudden, as she gets pregnant, you think because she possessed those mental states and attitudes that she should be forced to carry that child, give it her bodily resources without her consent for 9 months, bring it into the world, and raise it as if it was her own wanted child. Meanwhile, these consequences have been delegated to the kid because you're shifting the family dynamic away from financially well-off adults that consent to starting a family, desire to raise kids, and forcing 18, 19, and 20-year-old boys and girls into being mom and dad because you think that the mother and the father were reckless. And I very vehemently disagree with that.
I think you just switched my complete argument. I was saying that it's just like people are getting abortions because they're having fun and they're just doing it as a way to get out, and they're not taking the right precautions that you should take when having intercourse. And that takes two people. A man has to put the condom in on his penis, and I think it's his fault. But I do know what you're saying when you're saying that the girl has to go through all the repercussions of it.
Listen.
But if you as a female are choosing to have sex with a man, can I talk? Yes. When choosing to have sex with a man, you should have sex with the man that you think is going to do something well with you. So when you're saying that the girl just has to go through it all and all the 9 months of pregnancy and stuff like that, that girl should not be having sex with that man. If he's just not going to do anything about it, if he's not going to be there for her and help her through those 9 months.
Yeah, female and men. Yeah, super, super good terms there. Let's go with men and women. Thank you.
Dude, good save. Yeah, whatever makes you happy.
Whatever makes me happy. Seriously, what would make me happy?
What?
Picking up a book, going back to school, researching anything.
I'm in school. You're on live right now.
You're in school. Wow. Let's get a big round of applause for the guests in the chat. Anyways, to go back to what I was saying. So once again, you're just like further positing the critique that you think that, women shouldn't be able to get abortions because they engage in sex very recklessly without preventative means, without a desire to raise that kid. So here's the thing, man. I think that we could both agree that we want people to engage in sex safely. I think that we could both agree that the families that exist should thrive. I think that we could both agree that we want to mitigate, unsafe sex to the highest degree and furthest extent possible. Okay, but where we disagree is that banning abortion is a way to achieve that end goal. For instance, I'll go ahead and frame this in another way. In the same way we could agree that reckless, unsafe sex is bad, we could also probably agree that smoking cigs is bad. But do you think that banning access to forms of cancer, services like chemotherapy for somebody that gets lung cancer from smoking is a good way to reduce the amount of smokers? No, we should probably leave that saving grace as a legal way for individuals to mitigate and get rid of the negative unwanted consequences of smoking cigarettes. So maybe we could serve to cigarette smokers who do get lung cancer through the use of things such as chemotherapy, while also advocating for other social programs and services to reduce the amount of smokers in the first place. And that's kind of my view when it comes to reckless, unsafe sex. It's like, yes, I want individuals to be as educated as possible on what sex is and what it leads to mitigate the amount of individuals engaging in it unsafely. I want as many people as possible to have as much access to contraceptives as possible. In all health offices and public high schools, universities, etc., free contraceptives for both men and women. Right? But then on the inverse, if it is the case that a woman does get pregnant and doesn't want that child, I think that she should be able to terminate its life because, quite frankly, I don't delegate any value to the life of a fetus in the slightest.
Ugh. You just said as much as possible. My problem with that is because abortion's becoming such a big thing, and the Democrats are pushing for it greatly.
Yeah.
So then
every single woman and girl should have access to abortion. Yep.
Yes, they should. But if you want people to be as much as possible and do it safe sex as much as possible, I think it should be harder to get an abortion because then people are going to have to educate themselves more about the scenarios.
Okay, smoking cigarettes bad?
Smoking cigarettes bad? Yeah,
Should we mitigate the amount of individuals that smoke as much as possible?
Probably, yeah.
So should we ban access to chemotherapy for individuals that smoke and get lung cancer?
No. That's completely different.
Why?
One is a form of life.
Okay, so then you're just switching.
One is a lung.
Yeah, so all of a sudden you're no longer telling me that you think that women shouldn't have access to abortion because they.
No, that was a side argument.
Allow me to speak.
I said the first thing I said.
No, you're gonna allow me to speak. That's what you're
The
gonna
first
do.
thing I said was I was.
No, the first thing you're gonna do is shut the fuck up and allow me to speak. Good boy. So you're switching your argument now. So your argument was that you think that women that get pregnant should not have access to abortion because restricting a woman's access to abortion would limit, like the potentiality of individuals engaging in reckless sex in the first place. Okay, we bring up an analogy to dispute said logic, and now all of a sudden the argument as well, you just simply value the life of the fetus. So my question is, why is the life of the fetus morally valuable?
Because there's souls.
Their souls? What do you mean by soul? Are you just mean like what is depicted given the Christian religion?
Yes, it's life. You're creating life. The form as a Christian religion, the form of having a kid is something greater than just a fetus in your body. There's more to it.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you here, man. I used to debate like Christianity a lot, had a lot of fun with it, got really good. But like my perspective's a little shift now. I think that Christianity can serve as a very genuine symbol of peace and love, but when you contort it into a weapon of persecution to disenfranchise minority communities and take their rights away, that's when we have an issue. So I'm just going to be cut and dry with you. Ultimately speaking, Christianity is a faith-based belief with no evidence. No different from an individual that would believe the earth is flat or 9/11 was an inside job. You justify the truth factor of said religion predicated on your feelings and your emotions. Now, I don't want to tell you that there's anything wrong with that as long as you keep it to yourself and you use it to be conducive towards a higher quality of life for you and those around you. But I don't think that you can take this inherently faith-based belief that exists without rational evidence to justify it as being a fact and then to use that as a tool to pass legislation that infringe upon the rights of others. I see that what you're doing right now is logically synonymous with what white supremacists did during American slavery. They had used scripture in Leviticus of the Christian Bible to justify the enslavement of Africans. And I find that to be no different, logically speaking, than from what you are doing as we speak.
That was a crazy comparison. The whole question.
It's not logically different at all. You're using this foundationalist, baseless, faith-based belief to infringe upon the rights of other people because you think your God tells you that it's okay to do so. And I just disagree with that.
Yeah. Okay. But the first question you asked me was, why did I vote for Trump? And that was my reason.
Can you respond to what I just said? If you're going to use an inherently faith-based belief, you shouldn't use it to vote for codified legislation.
Well, I could use it to vote for myself. I could use it I want people to also believe what I believe.
Okay, so if I just fucking believe that Ryan E. should be put in jail for the rest of his life because my God said so, would I be justified in voting for you to go to jail for the rest of your life?
Hey, if you really wanted to, I can't decide what you vote for.
Okay, well then, wait. If you think that anybody's justified in voting for anything, was the Confederacy justified in voting for slavery?
No.
Why? Because it caused harm to others? Would you being put in jail without would you be putting in jail for the rest of your life without good reason be causing harm to you?
Yes.
Do you think that a woman being denied access to abortion without good reason would cause harm to them?
It's from a decision they made. One was from me not doing nothing. One was a decision they made.
Okay. So it doesn't cause any harm to women to deny them access to abortion. So then why do women care so much?
Care so much about what?
Access to abortion. If it doesn't cause any harm to women to deny them access, why do women care? Because it causes them harm, you donut. You can't deny that. Anyways, to go back to a second argument that I have here pertaining to Christianity, here's my thing. Are you a Catholic or Orthodox?
Catholic.
You are a Catholic. Okay, yes. So do you agree with teachings in the New Testament of the Christian Bible where God says that all sins are equal in his eyes apart from blasphemy?
Do you say I agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So in the eyes of God, getting an abortion is a sin equal to that of lying?
You said it. Wait, what? If God gets
In
an
the eyes
abortion?
of God, is getting an
Yes.
abortion just as wrong as telling a lie?
There's moral and immoral sins as well. There's more layers to it.
But you just told me that there wasn't any layers to it, and all sins
Well,
are
no,
equal
I'm
as a God apart
telling-
from blasphemy. You literally just affirmed that is true. That was the first question that I asked you. The very first question that I asked Ryan E. the Donut was, do you think all sins are equal in the eyes of God apart from blasphemy? And you said yes. I affirmed that.
Well, there's still immortal and mortal sins. Sorry, I wasn't. It's hard to like. Okay, fine. I guess I don't. There's immoral.
And oh my gosh, my mic cut out.
There's different levels to sins.
Okay.
There's knowing and not knowing sins. There's mortal and immortal.
Okay. Would you say that violating any and all of the 10 Commandments are very mortal sins?
Yeah.
Okay. Is one of the 10 Commandments that thou shalt not bear false witness?
Yes.
And one of the other 10 Commandments is thou shalt not kill.
Yes.
Okay. So both lying and killing are both mortal sins, right?
Yes.
Does God view all mortal sins the same?
I don't think so.
Okay. Why?
Because some are more serious than others. I mean,
Okay,
I don't.
show me where in your scripture it tells us that God views different mortal sins to a different level. Because the scripture in Mark tells us that he views all sins the same, and in Catholic tradition, through the apostolic succession of the priests, bishops, and pope, would tell us that he delineates them into different categories, but categorically he'd view all mortal sins the same.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so could we agree with that?
Yeah, we can agree with that.
Okay, so God thinks it's just as wrong to lie as it is to get an abortion. Should it be illegal to lie?
No.
So then why should it be illegal to get an abortion?
I don't know.
You
fucked me, man. You fucked me hard. Oh, shit. I love you, Dean.
What?
Okay. No, you suck, dude. No, let's go to a new topic. You're a good guy.
Okay,
Good
right.
topic.
Appreciate you for coming up, man. I'm gonna go and move on to the next guest. I appreciate you for taking that one with grace and just conceding for me there. We're gonna get to that next guest up here. Before we do, more. I'm not even trying to pronounce your name. I'm not gonna lie. Moira. Thank you so much for the 200. The 200. What is that? Norwegian dollars. Thank you so much for the love. Morina. Thank you so much for the 200 Norwegian dollars. That is so incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. It's about $17. I do appreciate you. As well as Blue Pinkberries with the $25 over on YouTube Super Chat. Let's get at least 250 big W's for Blue Pinkberries. Says, how dare this caller say anything about abortions, not knowing the pain women go through emotionally when they try to get one, no matter what. Yeah. I mean, hopefully that conversation will serve to him growing up a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Then YX with the $10 YouTube Super Chat. Hey, Dina, I love how you can actually uphold real debate. Much love from AZ. I appreciate you so much for the love, YZ. Everybody, please do show some love to YZ. Then David, thank you so much for the $5 as well. I do really appreciate that. Everybody show some love to David. You guys are absolutely awesome. I know that there's one more donation that I had missed there, so I want to make sure I thank you for that. That was coming from... Who was it? I'll find that. But anyways, what's going on, Chef? Did you vote for Trump?
I actually just wanted to say a little bit of scientific information.
I do appreciate you, Chef, but if you didn't vote for Trump, I'm going to go and move on to the next guest, and I do apologize. Kristen, thank you for the $10 over on YouTube Super Chat. Olivia with a 2, Sam with a 5. And yeah, guys, thank you all so much for the love. You guys are phenomenal. Okay. Next guest is loading up here, everybody. Just do be patient, y'all. Do be patient. Just only looking to debate people that voted for Trump. Should be easy, hopefully, right? Oh, it was Angelina. It was Angelina with the $20. I want everybody to show some love to Angelina in that chat. Thank you so much, Angelina. Okay, what is going on? Did you vote for Trump? You were on the live. I could hear you. You were right next to the phone. You can hear me. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. I did not. I just wanted to ask if I can say one thing.
Unfortunately, we are just going to move on to the next guest, but I do appreciate you for joining. And W to you for not voting for Trump. Very based, very based. What is going on, Lewis? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Lewis, how old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18. And why did you vote for the worst presidential candidate of your life?
You think the worst? That's crazy. Worst is kind of crazy.
I don't think it's crazy at all.
You think Trump's worse than Biden?
Absolutely.
Now, why is that?
Where do you want me to start? And that wasn't a
I
rhetorical
mean,
question. Literally tell me where you want me to start.
you start wherever you want. Where do you think that Biden
Sure.
excels with Trump?
Sure.
Tell me.
Sure. So Trump, okay, put out the most disgusting, inhumane, and deplorable posts that any president ever has done with his AI Gaza video, where 50-foot golden towers peering where Jesus was born if you're a Christian, after the ethnic cleansing and persecution of 1.5 million people. That was really disgusting, very bad. Not to mention, he also launched the biggest internal attack on the American democracy since the Civil War with his attempted coup of the outcome of the 2020 election. Not to mention, he supported some of the worst foreign policy, economically speaking, we've seen in a president in modern American history with his blanket tariffs. And he's some of the worst domestic policy, overturned Roe v. Wade, stripping federal protections away from every single woman and girl in America, which has led to 10 of our states banning abortion outright, so 60 great victims per day denied access to abortion.
Well, because abortion is wrong.
Not to mention for great victims.
Well, maybe not grape victims.
So I literally said there 60 great victims per day. Then also, I don't think abortion is wrong for anybody.
I think it is.
Where does conception occur in a woman's body?
Well, I think I'm a Christian, and I know
where does
that
conception
life.
occur in a woman's body?
Oh, where?
Yeah.
The uterus, right?
No.
Oh, my bad.
The fallopian tubes. Okay.
The fallopian tubes. I never heard of that in my
So
life.
do you want to? Okay. So you're a Christian. You want to ban things that are immoral according to your Bible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, no, not everything. You can differentiate religion from law.
But you just told me that you want laws predicated on what your religion says.
If it's murder.
So why shouldn't we make lying illegal when lying is
Because lying isn't murdering something.
Yeah, but why should murder be illegal yet lying shouldn't?
Because lying isn't murder.
Are you saying that murders are you stupid? Or are you saying that murder is worse than lying? Because according to the New Testament of your Bible, God sees all sins as equal in his eyes apart from blasphemy.
So do you think genuinely if somebody was a Christian and for 10 years and then lied or said a cuss word and then died, he's going to go to hell? Do you think that?
I don't fucking know. All that I know is that your God, in accordance with the New Testament scripture, sees all sins as equal in his eyes apart from blasphemy.
Well, I think you can differentiate religion from law.
Okay, well, then you're just going right back into the same critique of your position on abortion. If religion and law should be differentiated, why should abortion be illegal?
I think abortion should be illegal because it's murder and lying.
Which then just goes right back into your religion, right?
No, because even if I wasn't religious, abortion would be wrong.
Okay, and why is abortion wrong from a secular perspective?
From a secular perspective, because it's life. I mean, the baby is literally about to be born.
And life is wrong?
You're taking. Yeah, I think killing somebody.
Yeah. So
killing somebody.
Are you a vegan, man? Are you a vegan?
You're crazy, bro.
No,
you think?
Are you a vegan?
Because you're ruining somebody's chance to have life.
So
That's
you a vegan?
lot worse. No, sir.
No, sir. But I thought that killing all life was wrong.
A human life.
Human life. Do you think that it's murder to pull the plug on a brain dead patient?
Probably not. No. I mean, if
but I thought that killing all human life was wrong.
I mean, whenever they have no chance.
Whenever they have no chance,
if they have a chance to be saved. If they have a chance to be saved.
When you say chance to be saved, what you mean is chance to have a conscious experience again. So it's not the human life that's valuable; it's a conscious experience that's valuable, right?
I mean, a baby has the chance.
Can you affirm that it's not the human life on the biological level that's valuable; it's a conscious experience that's valuable?
I mean, yeah, sure.
And what does the conscious experience begin?
That's subjective, isn't it?
Well, the current, medical consensus is about 20 to 24 gestational weeks, and that's why I'm pro-choice. Because just like you, I also only find value in the conscious experience. Don't think it's murder to pull the plug.
I think in the chance of,
and for that reason, I only start valuing the life of the fetus at 20 to 24 weeks.
Yeah, but all right. So at 23, you think it's fine?
Yeah, as long as the thymocortical connections haven't occurred and they don't have the
ability. So you think it's right to kill a baby at 23 weeks before it's 24 because it has no chance to be hitting the 24 mark?
If the thymocortical connections are not present and it does not have the ability to deploy sentience, I think that there's
that's insane to me.
wrong with killing it.
That's insane to me.
So your counter argument is that's crazy. Good to know that we have a real, true intellectual in the live.
Yes, because the baby has a very well chance to survive one more week to then have.
I have a question. Do you think it's murder for me to stomp on a zygote in a petri dish?
I don't even know what that is, broski. You're just talking about random stuff.
A zygote is the first stage of human development.
Well, I just know that. Let's go back to what you said about 23
No,
weeks to
let's
24
go back to
weeks.
my question. Do you think that it's
All right.
murder for me to kill a unicellular human organism because it has a chance to be conscious in the future?
Yes, probably, yeah.
Okay, so wow, really? You think so? It's murder to kill a unicellular organism. Murder.
Yeah, it's murder.
Should murderers be put in jail?
Yes, sir.
So if you kill a zygote, you're going to jail?
I mean, if it's about to be human life, then yeah.
Okay, so there's a form of birth control called an IUD. IUDs kill zygotes by preventing them from implanting into the uterine lining after conception. I bet there's plenty of women in my live chats, both on YouTube and TikTok right now, that have IUDs. So if any of these women with IUDs are sexually active and they've killed a zygote, should they be imprisoned for murder?
Maybe they should just remove the abortion pill and maybe not murder them. I mean, send them in jail.
So you're saying that all of these murderers should roam free?
I think they should just get rid of the drug that kills the baby.
Yeah, so the murderer should roam free. That's like okay, this is like seriously, like imagine that there's like a woman that's incredibly sexually active with an IUD in my chat that's killed like 20 zygotes. That's literally like telling Jeffrey Dahmer to just kind of get rid of the knives and guns and just stop doing it.
I mean, I think you're changing the goalpost a little bit.
No, I'm actually not at all. What's the distinction between a woman being sexually active, killing like 20 zygotes, and a serial killer under your worldview?
Bro, a baby has the chance to have a conscious.
Yeah, so does a zygote, bud. Come on.
Exactly. So why kill something that it has the chance to have a human life?
I understand that's your position, and that's why I'm asking you the question. What's the relevant distinction between a woman that's sexually active with an IUD and a serial killer?
I don't know. I don't know that, buddy.
Should serial killers be sentenced
Probably
to death?
because a serial killer has killed, I think because a serial killer has killed somebody that's already had like a life. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
so all of a sudden, you and me are more valuable than that zygote. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, sir.
No, so then why would you differentiate based upon the current presence of a subjective experience and the lack of one?
No, I was mainly joking, broski. But listen.
So, dude, this is the issue with your fucking position.
I was giving you the answer that you wanted me to do just to see your reaction, and it was hilarious.
This is the issue with like your pro-life position is that it's entailed that you value the zygote, but obviously we do not value unicellular organisms. And as soon as you start telling thousands of people,
because morality is different,
women with IUDs are equivalent to that of serial killers, you sound like a lunatic. And I think that is my point. And if your view makes you sound absurdly fucking insane, don't you think it's probably a good thing to change the view?
No, I think my view is very justified. I think you shouldn't kill something that has a chance to have
serial killers go to jail?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Women with IUDs that are sexually active serial killers.
No, they're not serial killers.
Why?
Because they're not killing. I don't know. It's different. That's different.
Why?
It's completely different.
And why?
You're crazy.
And why?
Because it's a zygote or whatever it is.
So it's different because it's a zygote. Why?
I don't think because it's just different, broski.
You've only told me that 10 times, and I've only asked you why like 11 times. So do you have any reason because it's different? Or let me guess, it's different because it's different?
It's different because it's different, bro.
Okay. So what's your counter argument against a white supremacist that is okay with two white people getting married, but is not okay with a white person and a black person getting married? And when you're like, well, what do you think one form of marriage is wrong and the other form of marriage is not wrong? And they're like, it's different because it's different. What's your counter argument against that position?
Probably it's different. That's probably what it is.
Okay, well, he's completely given up, so we're going to move on to the next guest. Everybody do just give us a minute, y'all. If you're in that queue, make sure you voted for Trump. If you're one of the 7.3 thousand people in the live, it's good to have you in here with me. By the way, I got banned on Venmo, so if you want to support the stream, the only way that you can support the stream is over PayPal, which you can find in the link tree in the bio. What is going on? None? Did you vote for Trump?
Hi, Dean. I have a question.
I'm going to go and guess that you didn't vote for Trump. I do appreciate you for coming up, and feel free to DM me a question on literally any platform. You're most likely to get a response on Instagram or Discord, though. So we're going to move on to our next guest. Everybody, dude, just kind of give me a minute here for the 7.2 thousand people in here. But guys, make sure that we're double tapping. And then, Library, thank you so much for the $10 super chat over on the YouTube stream. Everybody show some love to Library. And go ahead and drop a MAGA down below in that comment section if you do want to come up here and debate. And yeah, I figured out a little bit more about the Venmo ban. So I had like an old Venmo account when I was like 16, 17. And I actually looked back on that account. And there was like chargebacks from like somebody that had sent me money when I was like 16 or 17. And now like the account balance is like a negative $1,800. And in order for me to get my Venmo account back, I have to like resolve that and pay Venmo $1,800. Man, thank you for the galaxy. And I just honestly don't think I'm going to do that. So like, Venmo's kind of cooked. Brody, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay, child. Goodbye. So everybody, do just give us a minute, y'all. Please, if you're in that queue, make sure that you're at least 18 years old. You guys already know the drill. Katie, thank you for the $5 over on YouTube. Thank you so much. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump? Hello? All right, they're not even here. All right. Guys, if you're one of the 6.9 thousand people watching and you voted for Trump, why are you hiding from me? Okay, answer the real fucking question. Why do Trump supporters hide from me? What is going on? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
What year were you born in?
I was born in 2006.
Hello? You cut out there, man.
Hello? Oh, sorry.
What year were you born in?
Can you hear me?
Why was I banned? I just got a 10-minute ban on TikTok for harassment and bullying? Bro, what? The fuck? I don't even... Like, okay? I wasn't bullying. Come on, man. Yeah, we got the TikTok raiders now. Come on, bro. That's bullshit. I wasn't bullying. I was being so fucking kind today. What the hell, man? This BS, bro. Some BS. That's some fucking bullshit, man. That's uncrushable. It's so fucking good. All right, guys. I guess we just have 10 minutes here to kind of hang out and chill while we wait on that account to get unbanned. What should we talk about? We've kind of had a lot going on, man. Should we talk about some of the events that unfolded yesterday, the night before? So I spent like a little bit of my morning watching some kind of like clips of H3's stream, Destiny's stream, even like Hassan's stream. So Hassan like popped up on the live night before last, like just randomly. And we had a conversation for a while. And then, it all got clipped. Everybody was reacting to it and whatnot. But like, dude, fucking propaganda. I'm not going to lie. It's just so interesting looking at this from more outside perspective, not really knowing much, and seeing everybody like propagandize that conversation. Like, I'm not going to lie. So, like H3 being like, Dean is cool, and Lewis, thank you for the $10 super chat. And, I think he's intelligent, which I appreciate from H3, by the way. Don't know much about H3 either. I appreciate that from Ethan though. From what it sounds like, I think Ethan has some good and some bad as well, but regardless of that. And he kind of framed that conversation as like, oh, Hassan looked real bad. And then I saw that like Destiny framed the conversation is Hassan got like obliterated and it didn't go his way. And then like Hassan, he was reacting to it on stream a little bit and he was like framing it like, oh, like I got like these guys, good conversation. And I think like to a certain extent, bro, like I just don't understand why this reoccurring consistent drama exists. And I feel like I could probably like research that a little bit more, and that's what I want to do. So I really want to figure out why Destiny hates Hassan. I want to figure out why Ethan doesn't really like Hassan. And I also want to get Hassan's perspective. Going to gain a little bit of a deeper understanding of myself. You know what I mean? Because at like this point, I'm curious. You've officially got me engaged, okay? You officially got me interested, okay? A lot of people said he's like openly promoted terrorism. Okay, where does that... If someone in the chat says, Dean, why do you care at all? They're all kind of whack. Listen. I want to know more. Like, I'm interested now. Maybe, maybe it's just like a personal interest. Because, like, these figures, people like Destiny and Hassan, they carve the path towards, like, an expression of liberalism and leftism from, like, young white guys on the internet. Created the niche. Like, here we are, this much later, like, shit's going down. So, I want to know. I want to know. I want to know what's going on. I do. Dean play Twitch or Terrace? What is that? Dean, I'm not on TikTok anymore? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I get a 10-minute ban. Somebody said, don't get engaged. Well, yeah, I don't like want to be in the thick of it. Because everybody knows. I'm in the thick of it. I'm just kidding. So yeah, I don't want to get involved, okay? I just want to be like a bystander and observe and understand what's kind of going on. And why like these people that carve the path to such an important niche of content on the internet are like now at each other's necks and having like a war. Let's see. Do you question how Hassan was able to get into your live so quick once you started talking about him? I feel like it was completely random. Random chance. Completely random chance. It's just drama. Just continue building my platform. Yeah. I want to stay a little bit distant from it, but I'm curious. I'm curious. I want to know what's going on. It's not random chance at all? I feel like it is. Because I have, like, personally stumbled upon a billion random lives that were talking about me randomly. I feel like TikTok actually recommends you lives when they're talking about you. I don't know. What's the drink? Well, it was an iced Americano. Oh my God, I just about spilled it. Okay, somebody in the chat asked, is there any other political figures you'd be interested in talking to? Who are like the other big political figures on the left? Because I feel like we don't really have that many. And right now, like, super big boys are kind of all at each other's throats, Politics? Yeah. Okay. Vosh? Yeah. Vosh? Okay. Vosh is like always kind of been big on the left. Brian Tyler Cohen. There's definitely like a lot of like random news reporters that on like YouTube. Like the Krasensteins over on X. Cohen here on YouTube. Vosh. David Pacman. Yeah. I'd love to talk to Pac-Man. In fact, I actually have talked to him before. From what I know about him, he's a pretty good guy. But, I don't want to say that and then be like, Dean, you're calling Pac-Man a good guy even though he did this, like, terrible, bad thing. Like, I don't know anything about that. I'm very wary with calling people that I've met that have been kind to me good guy. like somebody's gonna whip out the receipts of them doing the worst thing ever that I just didn't even know about. Blue Pink Berries, thank you so much for the $25 super chat over on YouTube saying Gavin Newsom is doing a podcast now. Will you try to get in on it and talk to him? I would love to talk to Newsom. I would absolutely love to. In fact, I think I'm gonna go ahead and send a tweet out right now about it because I saw that he posted about it on his Twitter account, right? I'm going to say I'm going to respond to that tweet as we speak. We're going to try to get on his show. How about that? All right, but like, what the hell is Newsom's Twitter? Ah, there it is. Yes, he's like, I'm launching a new podcast. We need to change the conversation. Talking directly with people I disagree with, people like up to you and you. Okay, I'm going to go and respond to this on Twitter. I'm going to say, what should I say, guys? Daddy Newsom. No, I'm just wild. I'm not going to say that. Sorry, there's a little bit of a slip of the tongue there. Okay. Slip of the tongue. Okay. It's coming down. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. All right. I say, Gavin, let's chat. Have me on your show. How about that? Mr. Newsom. We're not even going to call him Gavin. We're going to call him Mr. Newsom. Let's chat. You should have me on your pod. You should have me on the pod. All right. Reply and repost. What about that? Look at that. Papa Newsom. All right. Go like that. If you're on X, go like that right now. And we are going to get on his new podcast. We're going to do it together. It's going to be so big. So huge, quite frankly. Papa Newsom. Papa Newsom better have me on. David with a $20 super chat. Okay, up the dono. I don't want to tell you not to talk to Hassan or anything like that, but I hope you also talk to Ethan or at least finish the video. Yeah. So like I told Hassan, I want to finish the video. Okay? I do. And I am going to. I'll probably end up finishing it on here like pretty soon, actually. That'll be fun. You shouldn't have engaged in that drama? Well, I don't think I really engaged in the drama. I had Hassan up. I mean, I think it's important to talk about these things, man. Because hopefully there's a light at the end of the tunnel where the entirety of, like, the big boys, insofar as this ecosphere of political content for younger Americans on the left is not, like, infighting all the time. You know what I mean? Like, in the infighting. But what's required to end the infighting is the question. Can't answer that until I know what's going on. Dean, can you do another cooking live, please? I missed the last one. I'm not going to lie, bro. I cooked last night without going live, and I made the best fucking steak ever. Where's Parker? I miss him. Well, I'm on live early today. I'm on live real early. Okay. Do we have our account back? I think so. Yeah, I got the account back. Okay, we're going to go live on TikTok. Again. We'll do it again. Before we do, let's see how the tweet to Papa Newsom's doing. All right. 2 minutes in, 155K likes. We're going to get his attention. We're going to get his attention, y'all. Beautiful. Make soup tonight? I'm actually going to go out to dinner with the grandparents. All right, guys. Dean runs on steak and sass. So real. I love steak. Was it a sirloin? Yes, it was a sirloin. It was a sirloin steak, you guys. A very good sirloin. Yep. Very good sirloin. Nah, but it was good as shit. So I kind of switched up a couple things and how I made it. So with the steaks that I made before, they've been a little bit too buttery tasting, and I think I've kind of figured out why. It's because after I did the sear of the oil, I'd like pour the oil out of the pan and just start it fresh with new butter. But last night I just put the butter in with the oil and basted in that. Oh, and it tastes like 10 times better because you get more of that like char, gristle, and burn from the oil that you use to sear. And I think that made the taste like a billion times better. Mally, thank you for the $7 Canadian sending love from Canada. Thank you so much for the love. Okay. All right. It's going to go live. Here we go. Go live on TikTok right now. Getting back into the debates. Let's fucking go, dude. Hell yeah, man. Not much thing is too much butter. Typically, but bro, sometimes those steaks could just taste way too buttery. Dean, please watch Luke Beasley political commentary. Yeah, no, I know, Luke. We're buds. We're buds. Hey, what's going on? Everybody joining in on the TikTok stream. It is good to see you all. So, yeah, we got taken down for a 10-minute ban for, like, apparent bullying. I don't know what I said or what I did. I thought that was being all right. I think I did call one guy STUPID, and that got me taken down. So, looks like they're being really, really quick with the moderation today. So, we just got to hang in there and be super kind. So, for the first 400 people joining in on the TikTok stream, guys, make sure that you're double tapping away in that phone screen for me. It really helps this live send out, and we definitely do want this live to send out to as many people as possible, as quick as possible, so we can kind of pick up where we left off. As well as make sure to share out this live with a handful of friends that might be and that might enjoy the content. If you don't have any friends to share it with, or you just don't want to share it with any of your friends, copy the link. It does the same thing for the algorithm. And make sure that you're spamming in that comment section if you want to help us get this live sent out to more people. And make sure to opt in that queue if you voted for Trump. There we go. All right. We're going to go and get that first guest up of the night, guys. If you're in that queue, make sure that you voted for Trump. Y'all already know. First person in the queue is loading in literally right now. And we are so back. Once again, we just got a 10-minute ban. I do apologize for that. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Have you been up here before?
I've been up here before. I think I have, actually.
All right. Well, we do just talk to people that we haven't spoken to before, so I'm going to go ahead and take you down there, but I do appreciate you for joining. Keep in mind, guys, the number one rule of the live is to only join the queue if you voted for Trump. Don't disrespect that rule. All right, guys, come on. Let's be real. Esther, thank you for the gym gun. Appreciate you for the love. Okay, guys, go ahead and drop a mag for me down below in that chat if you want to join. We'll get you up here. Pissa in the Pissa, what a name. Pissa in the YouTube comment section says, "I love Irish butter. It's the best." What's up, Scott? You vote for Trump? 5, 4, and you're gone. Phenomenal. All right, guys, what's going on with all the libs in the queue? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. How about that? How about those requests if you're libbed out? Okay, want to talk to MAGA. Okay, all right. What's going on, Kira? Did you vote for Trump? Yes, I did. Okay, for whatever reason, my mic stopped working. Give me a minute here, you guys. If you're we're back. Look at that. Sorry for the cutout, guys. I need to get new connections. I think that it's this part right here that's broken. Anyways, Kira, why did you vote for Trump?
Well, to be honest, the reason I voted for Trump primarily is because I was just like very disappointed with Miss Harris due to the fact that she was trying to make her campaign about, oh, I'm going to federally allow abortion. And we all know that was very unrealistic. So when I saw Trump speaking about his stance on abortion, although I partially disagreed with it,
well, real quick,
I thought
why
it was
that unrealistic?
Her about federally allowing abortion?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unrealistic because one, that is not going to happen. Two,
Why?
we have the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court judges are obviously going to be against her on this.
Yeah, the Supreme Court justice doesn't get a say in congressional policy.
When they're going to make it federal, yes, they do.
No.
Yes, they do.
They only determine if it's constitutional or unconstitutional. Are you saying that like federal prescription to protect all women and girls' access to abortion is unconstitutional?
I would say that that's unconstitutional. I've never seen a constitutional right that involves unaliving a human being.
Okay, so what constitutional amendment would say it's unconstitutional for federal allowance to abortion?
The one that wait, what?
You're saying that laws to protect access to abortion are unconstitutional, right?
Laws that protect, yes, because it unalives human beings. If you can get me a constitutional law.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So real quick, Esther, thank you for the future encounter. So then why do so many states in America have legislation that prevents access to abortion? And why has the Supreme Court done nothing about it?
Because that's up to the states. What?
But that's still legislation that allows and protects
we're
access to
talking about
abortion.
the
I thought you said that was
Constitution, though.
unconstitutional.
Wait, whoa. That's not what I
Do you
said.
think
What I
that? Do you
said
think
was-
that state? Do you
no.
think that state law is immune to the Constitution?
Wait. That's not what I said. What I said is that.
Yes, you literally said. You literally
Come
said
on,
policy
bro.
to protect a woman's access to abortion is unconstitutional.
What? First of all, I don't think that's a right. I think that's a privilege. Let's begin with that.
No, let's begin with the fact that you told us you think legislation to protect a woman's access to abortion is unconstitutional, right?
I said when Kamala was talking about federally
I want you to answer my
allowing-
question. Is policy to protect a woman's access to abortion constitutional or unconstitutional?
If it was a right and a policy, then yes, but sadly it's a privilege, so.
Is it constitutional or unconstitutional?
Is it a right or a policy? No.
What the hell are you saying? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just re-ask the question, Kira. For whatever reason, you can't follow. Wow, we got a donut on. Okay, just listen. Policy that protects a woman's access to abortion. Legislation that protects a woman's access to abortion. Legislation that says abortion is legal. Is this legislation constitutional or unconstitutional? Does this legislation violate any part of the American Constitution?
The American Constitution, yeah, I would say it violates the right to life.
Okay, I have a question. If policy to protect access to abortion is unconstitutional, why has the Supreme Court never done a single thing about pro-choice policy in any American state ever?
Yeah, they're lacking. Under my view, it's unconstitutional, though. The Supreme Court has to lock in a bit because that is just a violation of the 14th Amendment.
So who determines the law of the land?
What was that?
Who determines the law of the land?
Wait, who determines the law of the land?
Yeah.
Isn't it Congress?
No. So who determines the interpretation of the law of the land of the Constitution would be the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court does not consider pro-choice legislation via violation of the 14th Amendment. We just agreed on that, meaning that Kamala Harris passing said legislation to protect it at a federal level is not unrealistic due to the fact that the Supreme Court does not interpret it as being unconstitutional.
Well, we can't agree that it violates the 14th Amendment, though, right?
We could agree that the Supreme Court does not interpret it as such, meaning that if policy were to be passed to protect access, the Supreme Court would not challenge it.
Wait, that's fine, but
Master,
can we agree that it violates the right to life, and that it's just?
No, so I do not think that a fetus has the right to life, and now you're shifting the goalposts because your original
Wait,
argument.
how am I shifting it? That's my whole thing.
I can tell you how you're shifting the goalposts because your original argument when you came up here was that Kamala Harris wanted to pass federal protection to protect a woman's access to abortion, and that was unrealistic. I then asked you why it was unrealistic, and you were like, because the Supreme Court would challenge it. We've now agreed that the Supreme Court wouldn't challenge such legislation, as they do not view abortion like a legislation to protect a woman's access to abortion as unconstitutional. So, why do you think
also
that
brought
pro-choice
up
legislation on the federal level would be unrealistic?
Yeah, because Trump's was just way more realistic to go ahead. Like, what?
Why?
I don't
So,
think that's weird.
why do you think that Kamala Harris would have not been able to get her policy passed?
Why do I think Kamala Harris was not going to be able to get the policy passed?
Yeah.
You know, about protecting it. Yeah, I mean, this just goes way back to the fact that Joe Biden couldn't do it. So why would Kamala do it?
So Joe Biden couldn't do it in the last term because they didn't have enough time to advocate for individuals at midterms to get a sufficient level of support to pass that policy. Then also, I just want to clarify, they were focusing on many other things, and I wish that they could have got that passed. But it's also likely that the Democrats were pushing it off until the next election cycle for political purposes, which of course I disagree with.
So yeah, you're just basing it off of the possibility, right?
So do you think that Kamala Harris would have been able to get her tax policy passed?
The tax policies that I disagree with, I don't know, maybe, sure.
Okay, but Joe Biden couldn't get any tax policy passed.
Was Joe Biden and Kamala's tax policy exactly the same?
So he wanted to get past some of the policy in which she wanted to instantiate as well, such as a wealth tax.
Yeah,
but Joe
but
Biden
exactly.
could never get it done in his 4 years in Congress. So if he
That's
couldn't get it
fine,
done,
but-
why would Kamala Harris be able to get it done? I'm running your
Yeah,
own same
that-
argument
yeah.
against you. Also,
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to
that-
point out
that's
that
fine.
no, you don't interrupt the big boy. So also, I just want to point out that just
You
straight,
haven't pointed out
I just want
same,
to.
though.
What? What's that?
Yeah, I just asked you if they were exactly the same, and you didn't answer it. Like what?
So my
What
point
do we
was
do?
is that if Biden couldn't get tax policy passed, why would Harris be able to?
Yeah, that's not what I said. I said it has to be like the same tax policy. That's what I'm talking about. It's
Oh
the
wait,
same
it has
thing.
to be the exact same thing, right? Well, then obviously the symmetry breaker would be different individuals in Congress. So it's not the exact same setting.
At the end of the day,
At the end of the day, you don't have a response. Thank you.
Wait, I don't have a response?
Not
What?
at all. Not at all. You're giving me
Wait,
those
okay, do you
intellectually
support
lazy
abortion?
argument known to mankind. You're like, blah. I voted for Trump because Kamala Harris and her abortion and her policy
You
on
support
abortion
the
was
privilege
unrealistic.
of abortion?
Yeah, I think that abortion. In fact, I think it's a human rights violation to deny a woman or a girl access to elective lethal abortion.
Okay, why is that?
Weeks. Yeah, because I think that violating somebody's bodily autonomy without good reason is a human rights violation. I bet that we could agree on that. And I don't think that there's any good reasons to violate a woman's access to abortion prior to said point.
Yeah. So can you agree that in some cases violating bodily autonomy is justifiable?
Yeah.
Okay, we can agree on that. Cool.
Yeah.
So would you say
When
that
the
like
reason is present, and I don't think that there's any reason present for violating a woman's bodily autonomy prior to 20 weeks.
Yeah, I would say wait, why prior to 24 weeks?
Yeah,
huh?
because I value consciousness. Medical consensus is that gives the ability to emerge at around that point. Bud, keep up.
Wait, what's the moral relevance between something that's conscious and something that's not conscious?
One has consciousness and one doesn't. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm giving you my parameters for value, and then you're
Wait,
like,
you just
what's
gave
the
me a
morally
descriptor.
relevant difference between an individual that fits in your parameters for value and an individual that doesn't
Yes,
fit in the
you're
parameters
just
for
giving me
value?
a descriptor.
One fits
You're
in the
not giving
parameters
me
of
the
value, and
moral
one doesn't fit in
distinction.
the parameters of
Okay,
value.
what's the moral distinction? You're just telling me what it is.
Yeah, because the moral distinction is the difference between what it is. One falls in the parameters.
So you
one doesn't.
can't
It's a
wait. You
descriptive
can't
difference.
give me a reason. You can't
I
give me a
did.
reason.
I just gave you the reason 4 times.
You just told me
one fits
because
in my
it's
parameters for
conscious.
value and one doesn't. Yep.
You just told me because it's conscious.
Yes, exactly. One falls in my
Okay,
contract for
what
value,
is
one
it
doesn't.
about
I'm
being
so fucking
conscious
confused.
grants you moral value?
Oh, okay. Well, you actually you asked that question wrong because at first you asked, what's the morally relevant difference between an entity that has consciousness and one
kind of
doesn't?
the same thing.
And I told you, well, one fits in my parameters and one doesn't. Got it. So you're asking me why I value consciousness, right?
What's the moral value of consciousness?
Yeah, I think it explains my intuitions, explains your intuitions, and overwhelmingly it leads to the it leads to the least amount of internal contradictions with other beliefs and like the worst reductio ad absurdisms. And I think that is going to be my baseline for value. And I'm merely like, I'd hope that you'd say the same thing. Like if I ask you what's morally relevant about life, you just say that, well, it like pleases your intuitions. You don't believe that it yields many contradictions and it leads to as little absurdities as
Wait,
possible.
my
right?
claim isn't about just the fact that it's human and alive, though.
Okay, so why do you value the life of a fetus?
Oh yeah, so I just hold the stance that after implantation, these fetuses, these human beings have a future like ours, and we all value them.
Okay, why does it not have a future like ours prior to implantation?
Prior to implantation, because a future like ours is a probabilistic account, and there are numerous statistics that prior to implantation, it is higher than it is actually 70% that the fetus before reaching implantation, there is a 70% chance that it's just not going to reach implantation and unalive. So obviously, if it's a probabilistic account of harm, I'm just going to take the one which is more likely, which is after implantation.
Okay, so it's probabilistic. So you're saying if an entity has a 70% chance at dying in like a given time frame that it doesn't have moral value?
That's not what I said.
So then
that's
what's your
not
stance?
what flow.
So then why don't you value
What
the
flow entails-
zygote prior to conception? Sorry, to
That's
implantation?
not, okay. What flow? Yeah. What flow entails is simply a probabilistic account of harm. As of now, it's one of the best explanations as to why unalivement is harmful. Why deprive a human being of a future of goods, right? And then when you say prior to conception, and we have a
if there's only like a 30% chance of depriving a human being of like a future of goods, then you don't value it, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
How
because
did
that's
you-
what you're
what-
because that's what you're telling me
how does
about the
that
zygote.
follow?
You're like, well, there's a 70% chance that the zygote is not going to implant into the uterine lining. Therefore, I do not value the 30% chance that it will, right?
What? That's not what flow entails.
Wait, you just told me
What?
that it entails a probabilistic
No, okay,
based account
look-
of harm. No, you listen to me. You told me that it entails a probabilistic account of harm, right? And
That-
since there's a low probability that the zygote is going to implant into the uterine lining, that just means that there's a low probability that it's going to have a future like ours. And because there's a low probability that it's going to have a future like ours, you don't value its death.
I mean, sure, if you want to take it that way, that's not a hill to die on. So sure.
Okay, well, if you just think that it's okay to not value things with a low probability to have a future like ours, if you go to bed tonight and there's only like a 20% chance that you're going to wake up in the morning, would it be okay for me to cut your head off in your sleep?
Would it be okay for me to cut my head off? No, I would say no.
Oh, but there's only a low probability if you have a future like mine.
The future like mine has already been established, and I am harmed less I would say I'm harmed less than a 3-week-old fetus by unalivement, because the 3-week-old fetus has a higher future ahead of them.
Oh, okay. How does that respond to what I said? Because what you told me about the reason that you don't value a zygote is because there's a low possibility of hey, no, Kira, I'm not strawmanning. I'm asking you a question about your position, and you're giving me an absolutely nonsensical response. So once again, thank you so much for the baby dragon. Yeah, I'm not. So once again, you told me that you don't value the life of a zygote because it has a low probability to have a future like ours. Okay. Thank you so much for the galaxy. So in other words, if there's a low probability of having a future like mine.
Entails, dude.
Okay, so hey, Kira, hey, buddy, I understand that you're getting upset because I'm smarter than you and I'm beating you in this debate, but
You're
I'm gonna
not smarter.
Okay, well then why are you interrupting me? Kind of seems like you want to silence what I'm saying because you know that I'm right and you're cooked.
interrupted me.
No, you're interrupting me. Then you're trying to like gaslight and project this back onto me, man. Please keep the projections to yourself. I cannot take this, Kira. Stop projecting onto me. Now you're getting upset because you're losing the debate. You're interrupting me. You're having to crash out on live in front of over 6,000 people. We need to stop this while you're ahead. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be here for you. I'm trying to do what's going to be most conducive towards a high quality of life to you. And I'm trying to save you the embarrassment of looking like shit in front of over 6,000 people. So merely what I'm going to ask you to do is just sit down while I finish speaking, try to bring some cordiality to this conversation, and just be an adult, man. So once again, I'm going to pick up where I left off before I had the baby interrupt me like 7 times. The question was, and I will repeat, why do you not value the life of a zygote prior to implantation? And you were like, well, because it has very low probability of a future like ours. Right? So in other words, you don't grant any more value. Okay, you interrupt me again, you're gone. I really need you to act your age. I'm on here to talk to adults or toddlers.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Children these days. You told me that you don't value the life of a zygote prior to implantation because it is the case that it has a low probability of having a future like ours. So in other words, if you have a low probability of having a valuable conscious experience in the future, well, it is the case that you don't have the right to life. All right, so you got knocked out cold. You got hit by a car, then it is the case that there's only a 20% chance that you're going to wake up in the hospital later. You have a low probability of regaining a future like ours. Is the case that the doctors can just kill you.
Yeah, that's not a defeater. Do you know what it means when someone says flow is a probabilistic account of harm?
No, I don't.
Okay, you don't know what it means when someone says flow is a probabilistic account of harm. When it means that it's a probabilistic account of harm, right, is that we're obviously not going to say that every human being is for sure going to have like a future. Like, matter of fact, I can just say, man, tomorrow I'm probably going to get ran over by 2 people. That doesn't mean that I don't have a flow, because it's the probability. The future is probabilistic, right? So what flow simply entails, it has the harm in unalivement, is the fact that you're depriving the future. And the reason that Don
Marquis... the future follows.
That doesn't follow.
Yes, it does, because you told me that the zygote's not valuable because it has a low probability of a future like ours.
What? Dude,
yes,
not only did you interrupt me,
you told me that the zygote is not valuable because it has a low probability for a future like ours, yes or no?
I said. Why
so then why don't you value the zygote prior to implantation?
Why do I value the... Wait, prior or not? What?
Why do you not value the zygote prior to implantation?
Yeah, I think that implantation, it actually has the tools necessary to reach this flow and the probabilistic account of harm. That's like me saying, oh, well, I don't value 25-year-olds because they have less of a future than a 5-year-old. That's not what flow is proposing, dude.
So why don't you value the zygote prior to implantation?
Yeah, prior to implantation, because it hasn't reached the stage where it has the biological tools necessary to reach this future like ours.
Okay, would you say the biological tool necessary to reach a future like ours would be bodily resources from the mother?
That is correct.
Okay, so would it be okay for me to say that I don't even value a zygote at the moment of implantation, as it has not achieved all tools necessary to have a future such as ours, such as all bodily resources from the mother until gestation towards viability?
Yeah, so wait, would repeat that really quick?
Yeah, I mean, you're just arguing that it doesn't have the tools necessary yet prior to implantation. Why wouldn't it say that it has all the tools necessary yet even at implantation, as viability hasn't been met yet?
Yeah, wait, what? How does that follow really quick?
Yeah, because it need about another like 20 weeks at minimum of tools necessary to achieve a future like ours and bodily resources from the mother.
Do you know what it means by biological tools necessary? It literally means that you're literally in the womb, right? You're developing into reaching this like human that we all value, because apparently you value consciousness. I can just say, well, I can value it as well.
And the same way it needs implantation to do that, therefore you don't value it until implantation has been met. It also needs the bodily resources from implantation until viability to do that. Therefore, I don't value until that's been met.
Wait,
so
now
seemingly, using your same logic, I don't need a value once future like ours until the point of viability.
Wait, now that you're entailing to have a future like ours, you need consciousness. What's the argument for that?
No, my argument is mirroring what you just told me about why you don't value.
No, it's not.
It is. If you just listen to me.
How?
I'm explaining it to you. So you told me that you don't value the
You
zygote prior
explained
to
that didn't
implantation.
work.
I can explain it to you if you interrupt me, sir. You told me that you don't value the zygote prior to implantation because it needs all the tools necessary to achieve a future like ours. Well, I'd say that implantation is not the only tool necessary to achieve a future like ours, and bodily resources provided by the mother to the fetus over the course of implantation to viability are also going to be necessary. So until it's not just achieved implantation, but all of the bodily resources provided to it by the mother until viability, I don't think that it is sufficiently valuable to consider one's future like ours because it has not achieved all the tools necessary to have a future like ours.
Wait, I never said all the tools necessary because, like, again, that's what I mean. But what I mean by biological tools, I'm literally talking about the womb. Tell me this. A fertilized egg prior to implantation, you put it in the womb magically. Is it going to develop into, the stages of a human being?
No, because it's going to need implantation. Now,
Okay,
let's conceive of a biologically conceived zygote that is implanted into the room, and we just magically implant the zygote into the room, right? Left alone, implantation, is it going to magically become a person like you or me? No, because it's going to need the bodily resources from the mother, okay? And it is the case that when you make the argument that that zygote being implanted alone will develop into an individual like you or I, that's actually false because guess what? That mother stops eating, that mother stops drinking, that mother stops producing the bodily resources necessary to conceive and sustain the life of that implanted zygote. It is the case that that implanted zygote will not have a future like ours. So, due to the fact that it doesn't have all the bodily resources necessary, we shouldn't value it until it does, which would not be at the point of implantation, but rather later in conception.
Yeah, that's fine. I can agree with you on like leaving it alone, that it's not going to like reach the state. Sure, I can agree with you on that. But do you think that's a defeater to flow?
Yeah, I think it's a defeater to your conception of flow.
Wait, because okay, let me just like restate it to see if that's the thing that I was understanding, right? So, implantation happens. Let's say it's at 4 weeks in, and we magically take it out and put it in a room. And you're saying that because it can't reach a flow, that defeats my view.
I'm saying what defeats your view for the fifth time is for the last time. You don't value zygote prior to implantation because you told me that it doesn't have the biological tools necessary to be an individual like you or I. The counter argument is neither does a fetus from implantation to viability. It would require at least, or at minimum, right, one other biological tool, that being the bodily providence from the mother. So under your own worldview, as it does not have all biological tools needed to achieve a flow, it is not valuable until at minimum viability.
That's not even what the view entails. What?
Okay, so you've now told me twice that my counter arguments and my reductors to your position are just merely not entailed via your view. Well, you'd have to give me the relevant
because you're saying
between the positions. You can't just say nuh-uh. You can't
well,
act like you know what you're talking about. And then as soon as I give you a counter argument, that just
I can answer.
Like, nuh-uh.
No, I can answer, right? Because like this is what you're proposing, right? You're basically saying it doesn't have all the biological tools necessary. When I propose like post implantation, literally what I'm entailing is due to the fact that it's implanted, right? It can actually develop into this thing, right? Fertilized prior, if you put it in the stage that a post implantation is, they're not going to do this. And this is the same. This just goes way back to what flow entails, the probabilistic account of harm.
Wait, no, I reject that. In the same way that you said, as soon as it's implanted, it could actually develop into a person like you or I, you're also implying that it has access to other things such as bodily resources from the mother. So why can't I say, as soon as it's conceived, it could actually develop into an individual like you or I, implicitly stating
because
that it would require other means such as implantation.
Yeah. That would be valid if flow was literally a 100% account of harm and there was no probability with it.
Where does probability play into the picture insofar as the biological necessities for a flow like ours?
What do you think I mean? What do you think I mean by the biological necessities again? Because I repeated it 2 times, and I think you're like having.
It needs this in order to actually have a future like yours.
Okay. When I said this, what did I mean by this?
So by this, repeat this in the context of a sentence. I can't just tell you what this.
Okay. You said it needs this to reach this future like ours. This biological tool. What biological tool did
implantation?
I say? That's not a biological tool. That's a stage.
So then, what the fuck do you? What does it need prior to implantation to have a flow like ours?
Did you not hear what I said?
Yes, you're telling me that it needs implantation in order to have a future like ours.
Okay, no, but I said a specific thing after implantation where it's going to keep developing. What was it?
One thing that it would need after the point of implantation is going to be bodily resources from the mother, but I don't think that was ever implied by yourself, so I don't understand your position.
Look, I understand that there are very heavy tracking issues here, but I think
Wait,
I
I'm so
made it
sorry. If you
perfectly-
just give me absolute fucking gibberish that makes no goddamn sense. and you're
Wait,
like, oh,
how
you
is
can't
that
track,
gibberish?
That's like seriously like giving you mumbo gumbo garbage.
Gibberish, dude.
Because it makes no goddamn sense.
It's not my fault that you have.
He left. Why did they leave mid-debate? Damn, they fucking ran away. They legitimately ran the fuck away. They start giving a position. They get debunked by Dean. And then they're like, you have tracking issues. Then I'm like, no, I don't. Your position just doesn't make any goddamn sense. So then they scream and leave. For everybody saying that I booted him, I'm live streaming on YouTube. Run it back, 30 seconds. Hands off screen, man. You literally cannot say that I kicked that last guess because I have a camera recording in 4 fucking K from my side perspective that proves I didn't kick him. I'm so very happy that I have this 4K camera to call you all out. That's beautiful. All right. By the way, no, they didn't get a ban because it tells me when they get a ban. It says this guest was removed for a violation of community guidelines. Did not say that on the screen. What is going on, Gam? Did you vote for Trump?
Does it matter who I really voted for? Dude, you're really not saying words at all. I feel like we're talking about, you're talking about obviously impregnating a woman, getting impregnated. I don't even know what you're talking about.
To be fair, that last conversation was like 90% gibberish.
Yeah, coming from both of you pretty much, but
yeah, that's fair. There's a lot of like Filbo garbage rhetoric in there that doesn't make any
saying
sense.
Trump is terrible for America.
Yeah, for sure.
How old are you?
Me, I'm 20.
You're 20. Surprising. But, sweetie, I can promise you, you have not lived long enough to even make that decision.
I think I have.
You have not even been through enough presidents to make that decision.
I think just saying that I'm wrong because I'm young is just a really like...
No, I'm saying you don't have enough information to make the decision that he's terrible for America. How?
Sure, I don't like his economic policy. I don't think that he has any housing affordability policy. I think that he's lied and manipulated the American people about his immigration policy. His immigration policy sucks. His foreign policy sucks. And then his character is absolute like dog shit. Like you can't tell me that, oh, sure, you're 20 years old and for that reason, you don't have enough brain cells to say that rape is bad.
I did not say brain cells. You know what I mean? I did not, do not put words in my mouth.
Are you saying that I don't have enough life experience to determine that rape is a bad thing?
I said you're not old enough and you're not experienced enough to make these kind of comments.
Yeah, I don't have enough experience to say rape is bad.
Number
Do you think that it's a harmful narrative to perpetuate? Wait. Let me just say something real quick. Do you think it's a harmful narrative to perpetuate? The younger you are, the less valid you are in calling rape a bad thing?
No. How much history have you done on presidents?
A fair bit.
Much. What debt is the country in? And what presidents did it come from? The border is safer than it's ever been. So yeah, has gotten a hold of illegal immigration. If nobody likes it, I can't help it. It's called illegal.
Yeah. So...
You know, if I do something illegal, they come pounding my door down, right? All right. He is also up on foreign affairs because he has put countries in their place.
What countries does he put in their place?
He will get mortgage rates back down to maybe below 5%. How many homes have you bought? I bought 3.
Okay, so how is he going to get mortgage rates down when this policy is expected to be inflationary, meaning that the feds are likely going to have to increase rates?
It will happen. Inflation has hit. Baby, I have never paid $8 for a damn dozen eggs.
And whose presidency is that under?
Excuse me?
Whose presidency is that under, out of curiosity?
It started under Biden. Last I heard, Biden was president. What about you?
So you're going to tell me that when egg prices started to increase, it was Biden's fault, but as soon as Trump's elected, it's not Trump's fault? Why?
In 2 months. 2 months, he made eggs go to $8. You haven't been paying $8 for 2 or 3 years?
No, actually, this is historically the highest
we
prices
can make
we've
it
had
real
raised in our
simple.
country.
We can make it real basic of inflation.
Yeah.
The Dollar Tree, everything in there was $1. After Biden come in, no, let's make it basic for everybody to understand.
Yeah.
Everything goes up 25%. Mm-hmm. What kind of increase of that is inflation? What percentage? What, 25%?
Well, okay, you just told me that what percentage of an increase in price was an increase in price?
That's
Because
called
inflation
inflation.
is defined as an increase, like the rate of increase in price. So we're just gonna ignore that. So I just want to ask you, what policies did Biden pass that caused inflation? And just to kind of reiterate here, so when you first came up here, you told me I'm like too young and unexperienced to really know damn thing. So you're
I didn't say
obviously,
young. You're not
which is
experienced.
going to relate to my age of being young. So you're
Okay.
obviously much older than myself, obviously much more experienced than myself, which should obviously make you more intelligent and wise than myself. So because you're the all-knowing grandmama, would you mind please
I'm
telling
not
me
the all-knowing. I'm inexperienced
what do you mind
worker.
please telling
I
me
am
what
an
policy Biden
experienced
and Harris
United
passed?
States American worker that has been paying tax for 40 years.
Would you please tell me the policy that Biden and Harris passed to cause inflation?
Everyone, every policy they passed.
What?
They did nothing for this country but let illegals in by the millions. What
Wait.
did you not see about that?
Wait, if every policy they
And
passed caused
then
inflation, it should
we
be
give
pretty
away
easy to name
money,
one,
but don't
right?
forget about Doge and what they found.
It
I mean,
should be pretty easy
I'm
to name
older.
one of their policies that cause inflation,
I'm
right?
looking to retire. I'm looking for Social Security. Where's it at right now?
Well, Trump just
Broke.
cut $2
Broke.
trillion from Medicare. So if you think that every single policy passed by Biden and Harris has caused inflation, it should be pretty damn easy to at least name one of them. So could you name
Pretty
one?
much every president we've had besides Trump has been pretty bad for the country. Pretty bad.
Bro, why are you ignoring me? I'm asking you to please name one policy, any policy by Biden that caused inflation. Just name it.
Okay. I'm gonna say it one more time. Letting illegals come over, that causes inflation.
How?
We didn't give them $10,000
No.
a piece. We didn't give them free housing in hotel rooms.
No.
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 We didn't give them free food.
No.
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 Where do you think the money came from to pay for this, son?
No. Well, the money didn't come from anywhere because undocumented migrants don't receive any benefits from our federal government.
Wow.
So
See?
what you're talking about is asylum seekers, which is a legal process of migration into America. Undocumented migrants cannot receive state or federally funded health care. Undocumented migrants cannot receive
I
or
know
are not
the law.
eligible for state or federally funded housing. And it is the case that if you want to talk about who's paying what into the system, undocumented migrants paid $95.6 billion into federal, state, and local tax systems in the fiscal year of 2022 alone, yet they do not benefit a single dime, penny, or dollar off of that amount, meaning that if anything, they put more into the system and take out less compared to citizens. So when you come up here and you spread these propaganda talking points to instantiate that undocumented migrants just bank off the systems and there are all these freeloaders that cause inflation and destroy our economy, it's a fucking opposite that is true. Undocumented migrants are very hard workers, right? And they put more into the system than they take out. And in fact, you take out more than them because when you are a W-9 employee and you pay a certain proportion of your paycheck into our federal, state, and local tax systems, and then at the end of the year, you either get to take your refund out or when you're 65 or 70, you get to file for Social Security and you benefit off the money that you paid in over your adult working life. Guess what? The undocumented migrant doesn't do that. They just put into that Social Security system for you, then they can never claim benefits no matter what. So I think instead of shitting on undocumented migrants, saying they're bad for the American economy and saying that you're subsidizing them, you need to turn around, beg for forgiveness, tell them that you're sorry, and thank them.
Don't turn my microphone off.
Sorry.
Who am I supposed to apologize to?
Undocumented migrants for literally lying. Meanwhile, they're subsidizing you. You're like, oh, they're the freeloaders. Yeah, these quote unquote freeloaders fucking subsidize you.
There's a bunch of freeloaders.
No, they subsidize you. $100 billion in taxes that they will never benefit from, that you will benefit from. They subsidize you.
That I'm going to benefit from?
Yes.
So you say when I get ready to retire, I'm going to have Social Security?
If you are on Social Security, you will benefit from a system that undocumented migrants paid into that they can never benefit from themselves.
Dude, what school do you go to?
What school did I go? Well,
Because
Seabold. I
you
went to
are
Seabold.
totally lost right now.
What am I lost
See, I
on?
was looking forward to this 10 years ago. Now I'm not looking forward to it because it's not there. What do you understand? It's broke. It's in debt.
Our country?
There is no Social Security fund.
Okay.
Gone.
So our government
Bye-bye.
spends way too much money, right?
Government waste, yeah, they spend way too much money for the money they don't make.
Yeah. So who spent more, Biden and Pence, or Biden? What the fuck? Wait. Who spent more, Trump or Biden?
It started going up very strongly during Barack time.
I'm so sorry. I just had like such a big brain fart. Who spent more, Trump or Biden?
It went up like it doubled. the debt it doubled in Barack's time.
So this is all.
Doubled.
So who spent
And it's
more,
done
Trump or
nothing but
Biden?
go up 10 to 15 millions or billions every year. Every year.
Okay,
We're
well,
debt.
I do want to clarify. Since Obama's term, Donald Trump has been president 2/3 of that time. But I'd also like to ask, who spent more, Trump or Biden?
I'm sorry, do what now?
Who spent more, Trump or Biden?
Biden spent a lot more. You just don't want to acknowledge the fact that they spent all this money for nothing. Have you not been watching the news and keeping up with the billions and the millions that they have been just giving away for nothing?
Okay, I hear your claim. And
I mean, it's not going to other countries for because they have a sex change. Well, you know what? If I want something, I have to pay for it. So why are we spending any kind of money into any other countries for something that is not even worth saving a life for? We're not even saving a life.
I hear your claim. I asked you who spent more, Trump or Biden.
I gotta go back to work, so we're going to have to hurry this up.
I hear your claim. I asked you who spent more, Trump or Biden, and you told me Biden. I'd like to inform you that that is actually false and wrong. According to the CRBF, which is the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, Donald Trump spent $8.6 trillion during his 4 years. Meanwhile, Biden and Harris only spent 4.6. Now, if we account for COVID-related expenditure, Trump still spent twice as much as Biden and Harris, clocking in at 4.8 trillion non-COVID related, compared to Biden and Harris at 2.2 trillion non-COVID related. So any way that you look at this equation, Donald Trump was worse for government expenditure compared to Biden and Harris. And then for the second part about all this money going to other countries, that was all through the USAID, which also existed under Trump's first term, in which he did nothing about it. So yeah, all those like transgender surgeries for people in Iran or whatever the fuck you want to ramble off, that's most likely misinformation. All of that was happening under Trump's admin. He did nothing about it, and you don't give a shit.
Okay. I said what I must. I mean, you can rattle off, but my points are very accurate and very notable at this point. And I admire you for doing this. Maybe you'll learn something from it. Maybe you'll broaden your mindset. That would help.
Okay. Well,
that would really help. But I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a good day because, maybe your page will let people know what is actually happening when you can actually have people sit down and talk and not get mad. Because I'm not mad. I'm not upset. But I did see you get upset with dude and you cussed him. But this is a civil conversation. I kept it basic so everybody understands.
Okay. Well, I appreciate
And I mean, everybody can be on here and you can diss it. But when all you could do is diss me and not have facts to back it up, which you got you got some statements. You got some statements. Your commenters do not.
This isn't real life. I've given you two arguments since you joined. Both of the two arguments were reliant upon literal government statistics from like congressional committees like the CRBF or the Treasury. Like, dude, come on.
Well, congratulations, dude. I am gonna go because, like I said, it's good to see different point of views from younger people, from older people, from people from different ethnicities. Because I work with a lot of them.
Okay. All right. See ya, Grandma.
I'm gonna go. Y'all have a great day. Bye.
We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest. Everyone, just give us a minute here. Ace, thank you for the $10 donation over on YouTube, saying thank you for what you do. I appreciate you for the love, Ace. Very, very kind of you. Danessa with a $5. Thank you, Danessa. Then Johan with a $15 donation over on PayPal. Thank you so much, Han, saying Dean took my lunch money. That's right. Millie with a $5, Reese with a $5, and Alyssa with a 1, and then Gunn with a 5. What is going on, Mr. Josh? Did you vote for Trump?
Oh no, sorry, I'm Canadian.
Oh, no worries, Mr. Josh. Have a good one, Mr. Canadian. Yo, Gabe, thank you for the $10 super chat. I give Dean my money because it's combating right-wing misinformation is a good use of my disposable income. I appreciate you for that, Gabe. Thank you so much for the love. What is going on, Ryan? Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
You did vote for Trump. So question. Why did you vote for the worst president of your life?
I voted for him because he was who I believed was the best choice. And since voting for him, I do not regret. I would vote for him again.
Yeah. So why do you think he was the best choice? Also, I think that he's done a lot of things that should make that vote regrettable. Like the whole Trump Gaza AI video, the ethnic cleansing, the bad tax policy, the $800 bill cut from Medicare, etc. But we'll talk about that later, I guess.
Yeah, there's a lot of AI going around. But I mean, I just think that, I mean, I'm a common sense guy, so I relate a lot to the policy or the executive orders that he signs. They're all common sense
Yeah,
policies.
really.
Or
Like which
I say
ones?
policies, but executive orders.
Like which ones?
Yeah. Well, now that honestly, I didn't expect to get on your live, bro. I see
Okay.
you all the time, so it's crazy to actually be up here. So I'm probably gonna like blank, and I'm also working. But so the executive orders that he signed that I like though, I mean, so he stopped. Oh, and now I got a customer. I'm sorry. One second.
You're good,
Hey,
Ryan.
how's it going?
Go deal with that customer, bro. Go. We kicked them, guys. We just go. Come on, bro. Don't be talking like that on the job, okay? Don't be talking like I don't know where you work, but I don't want to ruin any random patron's day, okay? What's going on, Taylor? Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
You did, Taylor. Why'd you do that?
And more overall, this is actually more of a question because I know you're super good at just finding info. I know the Medicaid bill is just super fucked. Like, you're not wrong. There's a lot of regrettable things. But did the bill just pass that there's like gonna be no overtime tax and no like social security tax and stuff? Or is that just misleading information?
Yeah, man, that was misinfo. In fact,
Huh,
every
thank you,
single
thank
Republican
you.
that posted about
I
this on
just-
Twitter got fact checked.
I was like, I literally just needed to ask because I was like, dude, all of this shit feels very facaded at this point, and I can't even get reliable sources. And even though I don't fully agree with the liberal side, you give the most reliable sources possible. So thank you, Dean.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, Taylor. Have a good one, bro. Oh, what a nice guy. Nice guy. Okay. Nice guy, Taylor. I try to be right. Sometimes I'm wrong. And, I admit what I am. So we're going to go to get that next guest up in here. Guys, go ahead and drop a maggot for me down below in that chat. What is going on, UFC edits? You definitely voted for Trump, right? All right. You want to speak? Man? You want to talk? You scared, bro? You scared? Come on. All right. I guess they're terrified. Absolutely. So scared of me. So we're going to go to move on to our next guest. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump?
Hello?
Hi. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I didn't vote at all.
Okay, well, we're just looking.
'Cause I'm,
We're just
under
looking for something
18.
like that. We're just okay, guys. You gotta be at least 18. You gotta vote for Trump. All these things gotta be true. Come on, you guys. Come on, let's be real. We got the next guest loading up in as we speak, literally right now. So hopefully we'll have a good conversation. What's up, man? You vote for Trump?
No, I didn't. I just wanted to be here.
Then don't spam MAGA in that chat. Come on, bro. Come on. Damn, dude, the Trump supporters are scared. All right. What's up, Leah? You vote for Trump?
No, but I wanted to say I watch you all the time.
I appreciate that. Guys, I love you. But like, I'm literally like, don't do this one thing. And then I repeat that for like 4 hours straight. And then you guys just continue to do this one thing. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump? Okay, they're not even like I don't understand how like like the transportation system. Libya, thank you for Star Map in America works so well. Like if I can't get like 9,000 people to follow like one rule, how does like our state and federal governments get like millions of people to follow like a lot of very intricate rules like I don't know. What's going on, man? You vote for Trump? Not here. Okay. Moving on to the next guest. Here we go. Come on, guys. We got X3 Max loading up in. We want debates, bro. Me too, dude. We got some people over on YouTube getting bored and shit. What's going on, X3? You vote for Trump? Max is scared. Okay, all right. We're about to pull out the rage bait. All right, we get like another 3 guests that come up here without debates. We're gonna pull out the rage bait, you guys. Yo, Blue Pinkberries with another $10 super chat. See how we say hi or ask questions with super chats? You're very mindful. Hell yeah, I love you guys over on YouTube. I love everybody. All right. What's going on, Okay. I'm not going to call you hot stuff. What do you want me to call you?
I don't want my real name to be exposed because I get into a lot of debates with people on this app.
Did you vote for Trump?
I have an uncle that did, and I have a question. Can I please answer it?
What's up, Scott? You vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. Why is that?
Because, hey, I just got a quick question for you, too, though. What do you think about his gold card policy?
Dude, insane.
Is that nuts or what?
It's fucking nuts. It's the craziest shit ever.
It might work, though. It might work.
Am I working through what?
and bring in a bunch of money.
Bring in a bunch of money. Okay, listen. Here's the thing.
And
so you know what
obviously
else would bring in
wealthy
a bunch of
people.
money?
What?
Offering undocumented migrants in our country a pathway to residency or citizenship. So if you're okay with giving individuals a pathway to citizenship if it generates our country more money, are you okay with mass amnesty for every undocumented migrant that has not committed violent crime? Because that will add billions of dollars to our GDP and billions of dollars to annual tax income.
How do we vet them? How do we vet them?
How do we vet them? Using like the same vetting processes that
you're
we use for
undocumented-
individuals for gold cards.
Okay, but then they would be documented.
Yeah,
They're undocumented right now.
They go from undocumented to documented, and they get to stay in America. Yeah.
Right, but that means every single one of them would have to go to a, entry point or court or whatever it is to get their vetting done and get documented, correct?
Right.
So that'd be cool, but it would have to
You
be
like that idea?
all of them. Well, I don't dislike that idea, but if you don't have a secure border to start with, then that idea is out the door.
Wait, what do you mean by a secure border?
Because-
Like, all that we need to do is make it easier for people to come in legally, right?
Well, the legals, yeah, are the people that aren't criminals or trafficking
You
or
understand
whatever.
that individuals wouldn't come in through the use of undocumented means if we just made the legal processes better. Like so many people
Yeah, they would.
only come in through undocumented means because it takes like 7 to 8 years to get in here legally, and the legal processes are bullshit. So if we
I
were
get that,
to
but
have as
there's
many open ports of entry at the southern border as possible, okay, let as many people come in as the people want, okay, and we just vet and reject
Okay, but-
entry to individuals that have committed priors with violent crimes. Well, then all of a sudden,
Okay, but
right, that will significantly
if you really think that
reduce
everybody
undocumented
has
entry to
document,
America.
okay, but a lot of the people coming don't have background documentation available, so you got to do a pretty in-depth vetting process, right? I mean, you have to obviously track this person down, and if they don't have a background that you can easily find on a database, then that's what a big part of why it takes so long to get documented status.
I actually reject that. I don't think it takes 7 to 8 years to run somebody's fingerprints through Interpol services.
Okay, I agree. 7 to 8 years is wrong, but so how many people do you think we should let into the country?
As many, like I don't think
A year.
I don't think there should be a cap, unironically.
So 10 million a year.
Fine by me.
So, and you're not worried about overpopulation.
No, the issue that we're having right now is underpopulation. And then, dude, okay, look at this. What would a libertarian tell you about the flow of labor entry into the market? A market becomes oversaturated. People can't find jobs because there's too many people working. America's overpopulated. Housing is too expensive. Well, then guess what? All of a sudden, people don't want to migrate to America unless people do. So, I feel like we'll find a point of equilibrium just through the ebb and flow of of the free market of labor entry into the market. So.
Okay, a lot of people though aren't skilled enough to even contribute.
Yeah, so then
I
how
mean,
come
there's no question about
so then
that.
how come undocumented migrants pay $100 billion a year in taxes?
I don't believe they do, but
Yeah, they do
I
according
guess
to the Treasury.
what's your proof on that?
The Treasury, just look up undocumented migrants.
Payroll taxes
$95.6
is the only thing that you're talking about.
Hey, Cupcake, thank
So
you so much
you're
for the
talking
$10 over on YouTube Super Chat. I work for the government, and your lives are the only thing getting me out of this week. Now me detox for my day. I appreciate you for that, love. What's
So
that?
you're talking about businesses paying payroll taxes.
Yeah, payroll
Because
taxes is a big,
other
is a
than
big part
that-
of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only part of it because they're not paying any taxes other than that. I mean, they're claiming max deductions and very minimal amount of taxes comes out.
No, $100 billion per year comes out.
Well, not of the income tax. Payroll tax.
It's going to be payroll
combined,
taxes and
maybe,
like sales
possibly?
tax. Yeah, like property tax, possibly, probably not. Sales tax, income tax, yeah.
Probably not. There could be some
Property
sales
tax,
tax in
income
states,
tax.
but that's state.
I'm just
Well,
really confused.
state. That's state tax.
It is state tax, precisely. What is this
Right.
conversation?
I don't know. Federal tax. I thought you were talking about. You're talking about tax in general, I guess.
Undocumented migrants pay $100 billion per year in federal, state, and local taxes.
Okay, that's not that much.
It's not that much proportional to the representation of the populace it is. Also, when we consider that it's significantly more than they take out of our tax systems, why would you dispute that as a good thing?
Yeah,
Wait, then
I
also,
don't
if $100
think
billion
that's
is not that
true.
much, why the fuck have all Republicans been tweaking over $100 billion to Ukraine in the last 4 years? If $100 billion in 1 year isn't a lot, how come one of the main talking points of Republicans is like $33 billion per year to Ukraine? And then also, what about
I
Doge?
don't know.
Doge hasn't even like cut $100 billion from government expenditure yet, and Doge is the best thing to exist since sliced bread.
I
So
don't
how
think
about
it's
you
the best
stop like
thing. I don't
how
think
about
it's
you
a
stop
bad
like
thing.
fucking cherry picking with how much
I don't think it's a
with
bad
with the
thing. I don't
value
think
of
it's the
money
best thing.
in one place compared to another. Okay?
Well,
Like
okay.
I
First
guess
off, you're
so like
talking
go
the
for it.
$33 billion a year comes directly from federal, right? And you're talking about 50 states of income taxes of state tax and countless cities, city tax and local tax. So it's not, I mean, if you put it on that scale, proportionate, it's even less than a minuscule amount.
Okay, well if $100 billion is a minuscule amount,
I'm not saying $100 billion is a minuscule amount. I would
I have a
be
question.
more than
How
happy
much
to
are
have
you
that. I'm
worth?
just saying that not that much.
Yeah, okay. Well, are you worth over or under 100
Not
billion?
that much. No, I'm under 100. I'm worth under 100 billion for sure.
Wait, if $100 billion is a minuscule amount, do you think that billionaires with what just like $1 or $2 billion should be able to like file for like Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security because they're so poor?
No.
But why? They're so fucking poor. They're so poor.
But it's easy. It's easy for you to say that when it comes to this, but it's not.
They're so poor. The billionaires are so sad and so poor.
That the USAID, is less than 1% of our yearly budget.
Right. Yeah, you guys care so much about USAID when their annual funding is less than what is brought in by undocumented migrants. So how come $100 billion is such a minuscule amount as it apply to undocumented migrants? But then like $20 billion is like the end of the fucking world as it would apply to the USAID.
Right. But you're using such a red herring that it ain't funny because you're talking state, local, federal, all kinds of tax for every 50 of the states
in the
plus
United
city.
States of America. Yep, which is all a part of
We're
America.
just talking federal. We're just talking federal tax.
Wait, why?
With what's that?
Okay, well, even on the federal level, what services from the federal government benefit undocumented migrants?
Any of them that they can get away with.
So which are they?
I'm sure food stamps.
Food stamps don't benefit undocumented migrants. You have to meet state income and residency requirements, which undocumented migrants do not. Undocumented migrants are not eligible for any SNAP benefits from our federal government.
Okay. Well, so you're talking all of the giveaways we gave to the asylum seekers that were undocumented.
Asylum seekers are not undocumented migrant. Asylum seekers are documented migrants.
Well, then how come a lot of them got deported?
Yeah, I don't know. You'd probably have to ask the idiot that decided to deport documented migrants. So now
obviously
tell me
they're not.
Yes, bro. What the fuck do you mean? On asylum seekers, asylum is a documented process.
Okay, catch and release. What has happened?
Now don't pivot. Don't pivot. Tell me what federal services benefit undocumented migrants.
I'm not pivoting.
You are because you're talking about documented migrants when I asked you what federal programs benefit undocumented migrants.
So how is asylum seeker that was let in at the border documented? How'd they document them?
How do they document? I don't know how they documented. How they document asylum seekers. I just know that they are documented. In the same way, right?
So,
I don't know what comprises an atom, but I know what an atom is. I don't know what comprises a documented migrant, but I know what a documented migrant is.
So how many asylum seekers were let into the U.S. under Biden? Do you know?
I'm not answering your question until you answer mine.
Okay, what's yours?
Name one federal program that benefits undocumented migrants.
Free housing, free food.
From who? Through what program?
Free phones.
Through what program?
Through the states, but it's federally funded through the states.
Through the states. So I just want to get this clear. When I tell you that undocumented
But it's
migrants,
federally funded.
so I just want to get this abundantly clear. When I tell you that undocumented migrants generate $100 billion in tax every single year for federal, state, and local governments, you're like, well, I only want to talk about the federal government, but now it's all about the states. And yeah, from what state do
I didn't say
undocumented
that.
migrants get free housing, free food, free shelter, and free phones?
What's that?
From what state do undocumented
What
migrants
state?
get
New
those
York.
benefits? New York. Name one program in New
New
York
York,
that gives those
California.
benefits to undocumented migrants.
I don't know the name of the program.
Because it doesn't
What about
fucking
all the
exist. You're talking
hotels
about programs once again for asylum seekers.
And how do they? Oh, so they show up in New York and they say, "I'm an asylum seeker. I want a motel." So what do they present with that?
No. They go to the southern border. Okay, they claim asylum. They're then documented and legally processed, on which they're then let into our country. Individuals will then find their ways to many places. Some individuals will find their ways to New York, where you then have to register as asylum seeker, give evidence insofar as a court date, and then the state can provide you benefits because you're not eligible for work.
And okay, so there's one asylum seeker and 7 that are not, that are living in the same motel room, getting the same amount of food and everything else.
Okay, man, you're not responding to what I'm
That's
saying,
the
so I'm
thing.
just gonna
It
let you.
happens.
Well, I don't even know what you just said. Like you're
It
not making-
happens.
What happens?
People are fraudulently getting the assistance under the asylum.
So they like lie about asylum. They get those benefits, right? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Right.
That-
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
the way
Plus they have-
So I have a really easy way to fix that issue.
Hmm.
To expedite the asylum process. Because if we expedite the asylum process and make it significantly quicker, the individuals that are lying about their asylum claim will be weeded out incredibly fast. Okay, and they won't even be given enough time to benefit off of the off of
how do we
the structures
expedite
of
that?
support from these states.
How do we expedite it?
Yeah, by hiring more judges for more courts to expedite the time that it takes to get an asylum claim, and placing courts in more places than just the southern border.
Well, there is courts other places. I mean, any federal court, right?
Yeah, but fucking more.
More government.
Wait, you argue
Is
that
that-
you want more government as it would apply.
No.
Yes. Do you want more border patrol? Do you want more wall? Do you want more border security?
I want more security, yeah.
Yeah, so
but
more
that's
government.
not more government.
More. Yes, it is. More security is more
That
government.
is-
What do you think you have to do for more security, bud?
Well, the 100,000 IRS agents that have guns can go down there and do it.
Oh, so you're gonna send fucking IRS agents? Okay, so terminate the IRS and send them all to like shoot people at the border?
I didn't say terminate them. I didn't say terminate it. I said the 100,000 that was hired under Biden could be put down there.
Okay, so just
Or 80,000 or whatever.
Okay, so just fire 80,000 IRS employees and then hire 80,000 new border patrolmen.
Well, they're actually allowed to have a gun, right? So if they're allowed to have a gun, then why not just send them down there to be border
Because
agents?
if they're gonna be using those guns to potentially kill people, I think that they should have adequate fucking training.
Well, what are they going to use them for if they're not using them for killing people? I mean, if they have guns now as an IRS agent, then
Okay,
what's the difference?
So because their job isn't to protect and possibly kill people? Are you
aren't-
saying that there's no difference
their job isn't
between
to
like a
possibly
private
kill
gun
people,
owner and a CO or a police officer?
Yeah, there's a difference.
Thank you.
What is that?
Yeah, you
What are
just told me
talking
that there's
about?
no
So I'm
difference
talking about
between
the
being a
IRS
private gun owner, right, and then existing
The IRS
as
agents are
an
commissioned to
officer
have-
to commission and fire said weapon.
Yes, and that's
So
what
should
the
we not
IRS
have any
has.
different level of like training or prerequisites for being an IRS
No.
agent and owning a gun, or being a cop and owning a gun?
You're commissioned through the government. They're
Okay,
commissioned through
Scott,
the government to kill.
okay, I'm literally like, should we have any different levels of training or like prerequisite to own a gun privately or to be a cop? And then you're just like government commissioned. I'm just gonna kick you because you don't make any sense. I swear to God, half of like the increases in cortisol that I experience on these streams is from people like that guy that will come up here and just not make any sense. Literally, just like not make any sense whatsoever. Literally, no fucking sense. Hello, James. Did you vote for Trump? Hello?
Yo.
Hey, what's going on, man? You vote for Trump?
Yo, yeah.
Okay, why's that?
Just a lot of things, all his great policies. But I just want to know why you keep doing this shit, man.
Doing what? Like these streams as a whole?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, because I want to inspire people to get more involved in politics, to think more critically, and to care more about our future.
It's just a lot for you, dude.
It's a lot for me? Yeah, it is a lot, but I love it. So you voted for Trump because of his good policies. What's your favorite Trump policy?
I'm outie.
You can't name a Trump policy? Guess he couldn't. Okay. He said, I'm outie, and then dipped. Moving on to the next guest. Here we go. All right, guys, make sure if you're in that queue, you vote for Trump. Y'all already know. Trump is the GOAT, says Polly's World. I'd love for you to join. What's up, man? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
And why is that?
Because of the policies.
You're not going to be able to name one, right?
Yeah. The immigration.
So immigration is a word, not a policy. What's your favorite Trump immigration policy?
Yeah, I can't name one.
You can't name one, exactly. So no, you didn't vote for him because of his policies, because you don't know his policies. So why did you vote for Trump?
Because everybody voted for him. Why not?
So no, not everybody voted for him. In fact, majority of Americans that voted in the 2024 election voted against Trump.
Did you know that this year more Latinos voted for Trump than the last election?
I do know that.
Why do you think that is?
Because of inflation in our country in the last 4 years that they blame on Biden.
Right. Right. That's how, yeah.
So why did you vote for Trump?
I don't know. I think people think I'm racist, but I'm really not.
Are you trolling?
No.
Okay, so you voted for Trump because you're not racist?
Right.
What? Brain now on.
Right. No, just because people always think that he's not doing good for our country, but he really is.
But we already went down that road. I tried to ask you like one good thing he's doing for the country, and you're like, I can't.
You're right. He's really not. You could take me off.
Okay, bye. We already got our next guest up. What's up, dogs? You voted for Trump?
I did, yeah. Yes, sir.
Phenomenal. Right before we hop into your debate, Amy with a $50 YouTube super chat. That is AMII with a $50 saying, been going through it recently, but seeing you embarrass MAGA always brings a smile to my face. Love you, Dean. I love you too, Amy, and I'm so sorry to hear that you've been going through it recently, and I hope that everything ends up being okay. Thank you for the love, Amy. You've been a huge part of this community, and just know that I really appreciate you. John, thank you for the motorcycle, and let's get at least 500 big W's for Amy and John, y'all. But anyways, dogs, why did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I was just wondering why you used to always say that the Republicans, are the reason why the border is not secure. That's what you used to say before the election.
Yeah, because Republicans have neglected all the legal processes of entry into our country, done nothing to fix them. Meanwhile, that's the main thing that's incentivizing undocumented entry. And then when it comes to undocumented entry, they say it's such a bad thing to radicalize the vote of white prejudice people that are now scared because Donald Trump has called them all villains and criminals. Meanwhile, he actively torpedoed bipartisan legislation under Biden and Harris that would have reduced undocumented entry into our country by expediting the legal processes. So it's like they say one thing to radicalize hate and prejudice, but then they do another thing to cause more people to come into our country with the use of undocumented means. It's a negative feedback loop to inevitably get them more support. So that's why I say that they have done a lot of harm. I have a feeling that he's going to not come back from that one. So we'll load up another guest in the meantime.
Sorry. I have the time limit on TikTok. I mean, and I didn't really need to hear what you were saying either, to be honest, because it was just yapping like you usually do. You made so many like BS points, and then it's hard to reject them all. But I would say, that. I mean, this is kind of why the Democrats lost the election, because they, seriously, they say that they need the Republicans to help them out in every way. Donald Trump comes in and he just does it without the help of the other side.
Are you like rage baiting?
No, I honestly, I don't know where you got that
so then
from.
you're just like a donut.
Donald Trump does not make excuses about why he can get things done.
Wait, he does it all the time. That's like literally like his number one thing is making excuses why he hasn't been able to get shit done. That's like it's like his favorite thing to do ever is to make
you give me one
excuses.
example?
Yeah, sure. Of course I can. Like for instance, he couldn't beat all the legal cases that he was facing. So then he just made the excuse up that all these judges were corrupt and he was being politically prosecuted. He couldn't
Yeah, that's
win the
not what
2020
I'm talking about
election.
at all. I'm
So then he
talking
just
about
made
policy.
an excuse up and said that Biden stole it from him.
Okay, you
He
love to talk
couldn't
about
pass
policy.
the
I'm
infrastructure
talking about
bill
policy
or the
right
border
now.
bill through Congress through his first administration. So then he just
Why are
made the
we-
excuse up that some members of the Republican Party are just these Democrats in disguise called rhinos. Therefore, he couldn't get it done because of other people. He never accepts culpability or blame for everything. Give me one
Right.
example of Donald Trump ever holding himself accountable for anything.
Why would I do that when that's not what we're talking about? I don't know why you went on that tangent. I'm asking a policy that Donald Trump was not able to enact his promises on that he blamed on the Democrats.
Yeah, for sure. The border wall.
Yeah, but what has he done about the border since he's become president? I don't care about 2018, really. I mean,
Okay, so then you just
Yeah,
don't
right
care
now-
about a valid answer to your question. So
No, I
ask
care
a
about
better
the fight.
question.
no, it's not a. It's a very valid question. I'm not old enough to have voted in 2016. I voted in
Oatmeal,
2024.
thank you so much for the $5 over on YouTube saying the confidence and the ego of the uneducated will never cease to amaze my ass. So real. And thank you so much for the baby dragon egg as well. Also, like you understand that like I gave you evidence for my claim, right? Like yes, like Donald Trump did actively torpedo a bipartisan border bill that caused more individuals to migrate into America with the use of undocumented means. You
Why
understand
did they
that,
need
right?
that bipartisan bill? Why did they need that? Is what I'm asking.
Wait, so you understand that you're asking me why they needed good border policy? Aren't you
No,
guys
I'm
the one that have
asking
been
why they
shouting
need-
at the top of your
Not what I'm
fucking
asking.
lungs that we've needed that? Aren't you guys like the ones that have been ripping your eyeballs out and like shitting and pissing from your sockets about how much we
That's not
need
what
good
I'm
border
asking. You're
policy?
being
And then as
so
soon as I'm like,
disingenuous.
they're gonna pass this good policy, you're like, why did we need it?
That's not what I'm asking. I'm
Okay, so
asking
what
why
are you
did they
asking?
need the other side to support that policy?
Because that's how Congress works.
Clearly, it's not. The
What?
executive branch is a little.
Wait! You don't think that Congress needs a majority support for policy? Wait, have you ever took a civics class in your
Oh my
life?
gosh. You love to like take a little statement and then like extrapolate it upon like way beyond what I said. And I mean, I get it. It, like, makes you look good.
Go for it.
No, I mean, I made the point I made, and then you like took it like 6 different directions that I didn't even say at all. I'm saying Donald Trump didn't make an excuse about why the border policy couldn't happen. Obviously, the Democrats opposed him, but he still passed it
What are you talking about?
because of executive orders. Why can the Democrats not do that?
Oh,
Kamala and
that
Joe
is
are being
actually
disingenuous.
so. That is exactly what Biden and Harris ended up doing after the bipartisan border bill failed because Donald Trump torpedoed it, literally preventing them from passing it earlier. Biden then signed an executive order into law, which decreased border crossings by 65%. In fact, the consequent of Biden's executive order after the bipartisan border bill failed was a lower level of crossing at the end of Biden's term compared to at the end of Trump's.
Great. So 65. What is Trump's number right now after January 20th? You know a lot of numbers. You know that one?
No, I don't know how much he was able to cut it, but like crossings went significantly down.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Well, I can tell you why that is. Because of putting a Band-Aid on a 4-inch cut and like sending the military down to prevent individuals from entering and illegally terminating asylum claims of individuals coming into our country. So basically, in other words, what Donald Trump has done is he's served to his base through short-term solutions that make no goddamn sense when you have half a brain instead of advocating for long-term solutions to actually fix the issue. All that he really wants is for people to clap and jeer with a corona in their hand, praising the ground he stands on. And if some people in the military standing at our southern border is going to do that, well, then that's the only route or avenue that Donald Trump is going to take. And he's never going to be focused on long-term proactive solutions because he doesn't actually give a shit. Yo, I'd
I mean,
also really like to thank SunPro Factor for the 1,000 MX dollars. I actually have no clue what currency that is, but I do see that that is equivalent to about 50 American dollars. So just know that I really appreciate you. And thank you so much, SunPro Factor. Thank you so much for the love, and that's very, very kind. As well as Dwari, thank you for the $10 over on YouTube Super Chat. And C. Cess, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you guys so much.
People, the Democrats pay him so much more than he'll ever be able to afford. Stop donating to him. Your hard-earned money.
Wait, what did you just say?
Do I need to repeat it? Or
Wait, you're going through win, bro. You're going through win.
I think you heard what I said. I mean,
wait, you
want
said
me to
that the
repeat it?
Democrats. Yes, I do.
The Democrats are donating way more money to you than anyone else in this chat can afford. So they should.
The
save their
Democrat
hard-earned
Party?
money. I don't know who's doing it, but someone's doing it. Clearly.
How do you know somebody's giving me money?
Hey, say it again.
How do you know that I'm paid?
I mean, do you want me to like pull up a stat that I obviously don't have?
So you don't have evidence for the claim, so why make it?
Because I want to. Why can I not do that?
So you just believe in things because you want to believe in them.
I mean, sometimes.
Shut up,
that's
Mike.
kinda
Thank you for the $2 donation over on over on YouTube Super Chat, and Blue Pink with a $5 saying giving you more because of spite, and Nicole the $5 donation over on PayPal saying here's your Democrat paycheck. Thank you so much, Nicole. Hey, can you be a good boy and thank Blue Pink Berries and Nicole real quick?
You're welcome. I think you owe me a thank you. You're welcome.
No, I need you to say thank you to them.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. You're the one that got the money. You should be thanking me. You're welcome.
Oh, Ducky with a $20 YouTube Super Chat. Thank you for the love, Ducky. Saying, I'm the DNC giving you so much money. Let's fucking go, Ducky. As well as Amy with a $20 Super Chat saying, I do what I want. And Gabe with a $2 YouTube Super Chat. Thank you, Amy, Ducky, and Gabe. Let's fucking go, dude. Yeah, if you're watching the stream and you want to support, you can find the link to my PayPal in the bio. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Very, very kind. Very, very demure. Very, very awesome. Link tree in the bio. In the bio, you can find the PayPal. Appreciate you guys.
Yep. We'll find the PayPal after for sure.
So you're saying that you could just kind of believe in things because you want to. Could I just believe in fairies?
Why are you making that point? Why is this the conversation you want to go down, honestly? Because you know, like,
hey, thank you for the $5 over on YouTube for the daily George Soros payment in British with the $3 Australian. What's that?
You were struggling. I get it. But
Struggling
I mean,
on what precisely?
Saying that down 65% is some permanent solution, but down 95% is just a Band-Aid on, you know, an issue that needs a lot more long-term attention. Like, that made no sense.
So the long-term attention via the bipartisan border bill that Trump torpedoed was hiring more judges for the courts on the southern border to expedite legal claims of migration and asylum, which would have naturally disincentivized undocumented migration, as there'd be less restrictions to entry through legal means.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't want that either.
Wait, why don't you want faster legal migration?
You know what people means? I didn't say I said people.
Okay, so you're just being a sophist.
Why do you like to put words in my mouth? I don't understand that.
So you weren't so do you agree that faster legal migration is a good thing?
In circumstances, sure.
Wait, in what circumstances is faster legal migration a bad thing?
When the country is struggling and needs to support itself. Like, I wouldn't support
but migration helps the country support itself more.
Okay, so you want to send like thousands of people from Ecuador to South Sudan? That would be good in that situation.
I don't know where that comment comes from, but the facts about how migration supports America is undocumented migrants are expected to pay $100 billion in taxes on the federal, state, and local level every single year like clockwork.
Well,
migrants as a whole are
said.
estimated to add $1.7 trillion to your GDP over the course of the next 10 years.
I mean, keep yapping. That's not what you said. You said countries.
I'm glad that I
could
could further clarify.
Okay, thank you. So you were wrong. You didn't mean what you said earlier?
What?
It doesn't help all countries. It helps America is what you're trying to say.
Well, no, I just know that it helps America because I don't study other countries. And like
You said it helps other countries. Are you taking that back?
I said that my immigration helps countries.
You said it helps all countries.
No, I just said countries.
Yeah, you said it helps all countries. Do you want to take that back?
I didn't say all. I just said countries. I was like, immigration is good for countries.
No, you said all.
Okay.
You can take it back. Okay.
How much are you willing to bet?
I won't make fun of you.
How much are you willing to bet?
Enough for you to like go back into the chat to check it out because you're like clearly pressed about this. I love it.
Well, I just prove people wrong. It's my job.
Ooh, good job. That was a good.
So if I prove you wrong, are you going to give me money? How much money do you want to bet?
I know you like want money so badly from these people that don't have much money, and I'm also one of these people that doesn't have a lot of money.
So you're wait. So then therefore you're not confident in your claim that I said oh.
Okay, so how much are you going to give me if I'm right?
I'll give you $1 billion.
Oh, okay, great. Then I'll Give you 10 cents.
Okay, well then there's no point. But the main point of that argument was that immigration really helps America through any lens. Economics specifically. How does immigration hurt America?
Well, currently right now, Americans are hurting in a lot of ways.
So how do migrants hurt America? Name one way that migrants hurt America.
Yeah, it's a big city, so I hope I'm not doxing myself, but I live in New York, and it's a major issue here. When
So name
schools are
one way that migrants hurt America.
And I was explaining because.
So hey, buddy, how about you explain fucking faster? Because I'm not hearing a reason, which makes me think you don't have one. So how about you step up, get a spine, and name one way that migrants hurt America?
I mean, I know you're getting pressed right now. You're kind of getting cooked by someone that like doesn't ever do this.
I'm really getting cooked by somebody that can't answer a question. You're so right, bro. You look good.
Parker. Oh wait, are you Parker? No.
Yeah,
Parker,
you're cooking me, but you don't even know my name. That's so real. So can you name one way that
Sorry,
migrants hurt America?
My bad. You're all the same. You're all the same. The Roosevelt Hotel in New York City was a beautiful luxury hotel that people were staying in. What has happened to the Roosevelt Hotel?
Are you gonna tell me, or what's going on?
I mean, I would assume you know. What about the schools that get shut down because people...
No. I don't want a rhetorical question as a response. I want you to literally arbitrate and quantify ways that migrants hurt America.
Yeah, I don't really care what you want. No offense.
Ah, you can't answer the question, so you got cooked. See what I mean? I can
Like,
do that silly little fucking game too.
I
You've
can
been up
answer
on
the
this
question the way I
live
want
since
to.
the moment that you joined, and you've been such a little deviant. You've been like, blah, Dean, I'm cooking you. Some random person that doesn't do this at all is absolutely cooking you, Dean. And then as soon as like, okay, well, this guy's being a little fucking like annoyance, so I'm gonna put the pedal to the metal and roast his ass. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you the same energy that you've been giving me. So the fact of the matter is that migration does not hurt America, and this is a fact, and we cannot quantify a single way that any migrant in America, right, can hurt America. Yet we can quantify how they help America. Over the next 10 years, migrants are projected to add $1.7 trillion to the American GDP. What does that go to fund? That goes to fund all of the public systems that we've come to love. Think roads, think public amenities, think police, think firefighters. Okay? Think all of these public amenities that you love and that you thrive off of. Social Security for the grandma. Medicaid for low-income Americans. Okay? Very, very, very good. Now, what does that GDP yield translate to insofar as government revenue? $100 billion per year is input into our federal, state, and local systems by undocumented migrants. Meanwhile, they take nothing out of it. So anything, undocumented migrants are subsidizing you and your way of life because you benefit from these systems, but they don't at all. So when you come up here and you tell me that migrants are so bad for the country that we live in, specifically undocumented migrants, meanwhile, they help you and you don't help them, you just sound like an entitled, privileged, delusional asshole.
Yeah, that was a good yap. That was fun. I never said I think they're horrible for the country. Never once did I say that. Thank you for putting those words in my mouth. Thank you for calling me entitled when you said on TikTok all day. That was cute.
You actually specifically what you said was that they hurt America, and that's a claim that I responded to. And then you changed the claim in your response, thinking that it made you look good. Meanwhile, everybody just knows that you're trying to avoid giving a response to the substance of my argument because you can't give a response to the substance
I
of my
said a
argument.
lot of people voted for Trump because of that reason. I never said I think that all immigrants are horrible people.
Wait, I never even said, I was never rebuttaling you making the claim that you think all immigrants are horrible people. I was rebuttaling the claim that you made that you think immigrants can harm America.
It's rebutting. There's no rebuttaling is not a word.
Rebuttaling is a word?
No, it's not.
That's the act of rebuttal.
Nope.
Okay, so your only critique of my argument is that rebuttaling isn't a word.
No, I also asked for a source.
So
and you didn't give me
a source for what?
The $1.7 trillion, I think it was, or 100 billion, something like that.
$100 billion per year into tax systems?
Is that a lot of money? $100 billion?
What do you think?
I'm asking you.
Yes.
Okay, so how much money has Elon saved in the first month?
2.6 billion.
Whoa, where are you getting that number from?
From like Doge's receipts?
Not the receipts I'm looking at.
Do you care about government expenditure?
Yeah, I would say I do.
Okay, well then you should have voted for Kamala Harris. Want to know why?
Yeah, please tell me.
Because Donald Trump spent more in his first term compared to Biden and Harris, twice as much. And even when we factor Doge into account, it is the case that Kamala Harris would have saved the government more compared to Trump. Because although Doge has a downward pressure on government expenditure, Donald Trump has a more of an upward pressure than Doge has a downward pressure. Meaning all things considered, Kamala Harris would have been better for government spending.
Okay, that is such a terrible argument because he's. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to mute you real quick. Crispy, thank you for the 28 Canadian dollars over on YouTube Super Chat to buy a fly swatter, either for the zygotes or the insects, and this guy's a brand. Thank you for the love, Crispy. I want everybody to show some love to Crispy. Alicia, thank you for the $2. Mel, thank you for the $5. Chris with the $2. Kristen with the $5. Yo, in college with the $20 YouTube Super Chat for the daily coffee allowance from the DNC handler. Submit the receipts as usual. Oh, you got it. Thank you so much for the $20. As well as Ice with the $20 saying W arguments. Young Destroyer. Thank you so much for the love, Ice. I appreciate that. Then the Dragon HD with the $15. Thank you so much. Saying, here's some money, Dean. I appreciate you for that love, Dragon. Samuel with the $50 Swedish dollars. Then Jace with the $7 Canadian dollars. Ducky with the $10 American dollars. And Chris with the $5. Will with the $2. So I appreciate you guys. So anyways, got an unmute, dude. And give me an actual substantive rebuttal. I just don't want to hear you say it's fucking terrible again. Actually use your big boy words and turn your brain on.
What am I rebutting right now? And by the way, it's not rebuttaling. You're welcome for that tip. English is difficult. I get it. Oh, your boyfriend's here. Let's go.
So can you please rebuttal the claim, sir?
What was the claim?
Oh, good to know that you weren't listening. Listening is difficult. Yeah.
Yes, listening is difficult for homophobes.
What? Who said I'm that? You guys love to make comments about people you don't know anything about.
I mean, didn't you just try to say as an insult that I was his boyfriend? That's pretty homophobic.
If you were a girl, I would have said you were his girlfriend because you guys just love each other. It doesn't have anything to do with that, but I'd say you're homophobic for thinking that's a bad thing automatically.
So yeah, you're not being homophobic for assuming that as an insult. I think that's homophobic because you're saying that being gay
it's
is
the act of a relationship, not because it's two men. It's really not a complicated thing I'm saying here, Parker. You're smart enough to understand that.
Yeah, sure. We'll definitely assume that to be true. He's definitely not a bigot, guys. Definitely not.
So anyways, the argument was that you care about government spending, and Kamala Harris would have been better for government expenditure because even when we factor Doge into account, Kamala Harris would have spent less.
Yeah, and my rebuttal to that is that I don't really know what Trump's going to bring in with tariffs. You don't know either. You can make estimates, but you don't know. And my second rebuttal to that is it's not the only thing I voted for. So I don't know why I would have voted for Harris just because of that.
So when you rebuttal and you say that's not the only thing that you voted for, a rebuttal would imply a counter argument to invalidate my position. But that doesn't invalidate the position. It accepts
No,
the
it
position.
doesn't. Where are you coming up with that definition? That is, honestly, English, you speak very well, but there are a couple of moments where you just don't know the words you're saying, and that's fine. I misspeak too. I have a lisp. I have a bad tongue at times, but I mean, you do this all the time. You should be better than that.
Rebuttal means to defeat. Okay.
Yeah,
and
defeating an argument saying that I should have voted for Harris.
and in order to defeat an argument, it means to demonstrate that said position is invalid. Correct?
Yeah, and the position was that I should have voted for Harris.
And that's literally all that I fucking said. Thank you so much. And the position is that Kamala Harris is better for government spending compared to Trump.
Wasn't the position. The position was I should have voted for Harris.
That was literally the position that I was asking you to refute.
You said no.
And you know this is the case because I shared that position. Okay, I then asked you to rebuttal said position. You're like, what was the position? So then I repeated the position that Kamala Harris was better for government expenditure.
Nope.
And then you say, that's not the position. I clarified 3 times that was the position. So how about you turn your listening ears on, you stop being disingenuous, and you actually argue with the substance of the debate. I think it's a very funny little Weasley tactic that you and other individuals try to employ. Instead of responding to the substance of my argument, you're like, oh, that's not how you say rebuttal. Instead of responding to the substance of my argument, oh, that's not what a counter argument is. Instead of responding to the substance of my argument, oh no, the position was that I should have voted for Kamala Harris instead of the substance of the debate. Literally, 75% of the words that have come out of your mouth in the last 3 to 4 minutes have not been to invalidate the information that I've shared with you about how much undocumented migrants put into the tax systems of America on the federal, state, and local level, about how Kamala Harris is better for government expenditure. Because you cannot debate the substance of my positions, no matter how much you hate me, no matter how stupid you think I am, and no matter how much smarter you think you are, because at the end of the day, knowledge is objective, and you can't refute shit, no matter how angry you get.
Yeah, Are you done? That
Oh,
was nice.
I served. I cleared. I
Oh
educated.
yeah, you
I
did.
am
You
done.
did. Good job. We're all very proud of you over here.
Can you give him a round of applause, please?
Yeah, I got you. Actually, I have my phone in my hand. I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm waiting.
I
Chop,
just
chop.
can't. Sorry about that, Harry. No, what's your name?
Harry.
Parker. Sorry.
It's not
You're all
like
the
my
same.
name is literally right here.
Yeah, I'm not looking down. You're all the same to me.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean we're the same?
I mean, you're all receiving money from the Democrats. You're all.
Okay. How do you know that I'm getting money from the Democrats? You say that I'm getting money from the Democrats. How do you know that?
Dude, best rebuttal I've ever heard. Best rebuttal I've ever heard, by the way. Just putting that one out there.
He asked me why I think they're all the same, and I'm saying because you get money from the
And
Democrats.
actually, speaking of
Wait,
Anna.
how do you know that?
Anna with the $50 YouTube super chat. Anna says, for my favorite Democrat, thank you so much for the love, Anna. I want to see 500 big W's for Anna, the DNC operative that is funneling George Soros's money directly into my blood veins.
Love that.
Thank you for the $50. Keep fighting for the good fight, or buy yourself coffees for. I actually do need some new beans and some milk, so I'm gonna actually use that money to do that. Thank you, Anna.
Yeah, I think Dean is my least favorite because he uses slurs. So I think he's my least favorite, I would say.
Wait, that statement was false.
Good for you, Anna.
So why are you just okay with lying now?
I like Democrats that at least
Thank you so much for the gun.
Not say cancelable things, you know?
Well, the statement that you just made was unequivocally absolutely false. The statement Dean uses slurs would imply a present state of being. No, I do not use slurs. I used slurs. And there's a big distinction between those two claims. And I want to clarify, if you, unilaterally do not support people who have done racist things before, even if they've gone from racist to non-racist and have held themselves to a higher level of accountability than the president, I'm guessing that you really don't like Donald Trump, because it's not just the case that he's done racist things before, but he's never changed and he still does racist things until this day, right?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of him personally. Yeah, that's true. I'll agree with you on that one.
So, but you did vote for him, right?
I don't really like talking about who I voted for on live.
What type of live do you think you're on right now? I'm sorry.
Well, I'm talking about it. I've been talking to him.
I'm just going to clarify. What type of live do you think you're on? If it's not painfully obvious what type of live you're on right now, let me inform you. On this live, we talk about why we voted for the candidates we did. We talk about politics. I'm sorry to break it to you. Maybe this is the first time you're hearing this.
Yeah, no, he's just being a whiny baby. Like, seriously, Parker, literally run any argument on him. He won't be able to respond to it because he's a donut, and then you'll just run it. It's funny.
Let's do it. Run one. I don't have any.
I have a question. I have a question. Are you Antifa?
No, I would not say.
No, you're pro-fascism.
No, I would not say I am. I'd say more so than.
So you're anti-fascist.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so you're Antifa.
That is like the most bad faith argument of all time, but I love it.
So you're Antifa, right?
That is just clear, like, rage bait, clipping, dunk, like, toxic debate argument. But I think it's okay every once in a while, you know? Like,
because you do that all the time.
Like salt is bad for you in large quantities. It's a little toxic to you. Same thing with alcohol, you know. But in little quantities here and there, you know, it's.
No, but he's Antifa though. He's Antifa.
Yeah, I am Antifa. You got me.
Let's go. You're Antifa.
Round of applause for me, please.
Okay, now what do you think fascism is?
Well, I think fascism would be defined by, you know, the examples of fascist leaders. So it's hard to define. Even experts that study it don't really define it on one definition.
Do you have any qualifying factors? I mean, I think that you can reference multiple people who give qualifying factors for fascism.
I mean, a lot of people in America think that racism is part of fascism, which is just inherently incorrect.
Okay, so you're telling us what you think fascism isn't. We're asking you what fascism is. What are the qualifying factors for fascism?
I mean, uniting under one, you know, central leader. A society based on power structures often.
Maybe like a king?
Yeah, maybe like a king who posts videos of AI. Yeah, maybe something like that. Let's see. See if you can bait me into calling him a fascist.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Trump is fucking with every single one of you. For all the Trump supporters in this live, This is actually crazy. I'm going to tell you to do one thing,
What
and
happened?
your head's going to spin. The House Judiciary of the GOP, the official government account on Twitter, right, tweeted out, breaking Epstein files released. This is from the official account, and it has a link. And you know what the link leads to?
No way. What is it? What is it?
Ask you?
Is it on X right? Where is it at?
It's on
Holy
X, but
shit.
you know what the
Send it
link
to me.
is?
What is it?
Get
What
it
is
out
it?
and tell us. We're curious.
The fucking link is a Rick roll. It links to Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Ashley on YouTube.
Okay, someone hacked it.
Oh,
Someone hacked it,
okay.
obviously.
Okay. So they're not gonna release it?
Are you asking me, Parker, to answer this right now? Honestly, you think I have that like capability?
And
I
no.
didn't ask you that, dogs. I'm not even talking to you, you fucking weirdo. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, isn't that crazy? Yeah. So for all the people in here that like thought Trump was gonna give you the Epstein files, now like I guess our government is literally
they're
trolling
trolling
people
us?
now. Yes, the federal government
Oh.
is
Hey,
trolling.
wait, if
people.
that doesn't show you that he is fucking gonna be on that list, I don't know what to tell you. I seriously, like, why else would they do that?
That's a little bit of a jump.
There's no way that's real. There's no way. That's insane.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
It's definitely hacked.
No, it's not hacked. Give me any evidence to believe that it's hacked. If it was hacked, it would have been.
Oh my
taken down
gosh!
already.
How do you expect me to give you evidence that was hacked? Honestly, I can't even leave the live because
Well, you better use telepathy to find the information and then be able to project that telepathy on the TikTok live so that everyone else can see it. That's what we're asking you to do. And if you can't do that, well then you're stupid.
That's about as sound
Also,
as
Oscar,
most-
thank you so much for the $10 over on YouTube Super Chat, saying this guest's only accomplishments is being on the top 10 most insufferable people to ever join a live.
Yes, let's go.
He's pretty.
Top 10?
No, I'm sorry, man.
Can I get top 5?
No, you're pretty insufferable, but you're not top 10.
Yeah,
Okay,
I just like
I'm
I
gonna
don't,
do
I
top
don't think I don't think you're cool with in any respect, dude. Like you're not even like you're not top of any list, I would say. Other than one of the most
How can I
annoying.
get top 5 annoying? Okay, I want to be on that list. How can I get top 5?
Well, I would say you're top 20.
That's not bad.
Maybe
Wow.
top 30.
Hey, man, I want to ask you a
Yeah,
question.
top 20, top 30, yeah, something like
That's
that.
incredible. Out of how many guests you had?
Hey, I have a question. Do you think the
For
Biden
the amount
Harris-
of insufferable? Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm sorry, Dean.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Do you think
I
that the
got y'all
Biden?
tripping
Do you think,
over
hey,
each
hey,
other.
hey, bud. Do you think that the Biden-Harris administration passed bad policy?
Do I think they passed bad policy? Sorry, someone's yelling right now. Do I think they passed bad policy? Yeah, of course they probably passed some bad policy.
Name
Which
one
one?
bad policy passed by Biden and Harris.
How about the fact
no clue.
that... Okay, Parker, why do you not let me speak? What is it? The second I'm gonna answer you, you interrupt.
Shut the fuck up.
I think it's
You may now speak.
I think it's so funny when like
okay.
Parker says like 3 words and the guest completely redirects his attention to Parker. This is like running a mile and then like in the middle of the mile you like very abruptly trip over a pebble. So then you stop running, you then look for the pebble, you find the pebble and then you just start running in the other direction to like another half mile down the road to
Okay,
make
that's
sure that
a
you
fun
then
analogy.
bury that
Okay,
pebble
so
and
move
like the
on.
dirt off to the side of the road. So now please answer the question. What is one bad policy the Biden Harris
That was,
administration passed?
that was a great comparison. I would say sending, I don't know the exact number, I don't have it pull up in front of me. What was it, 80 billion to Ukraine? Sorry if I'm off by 10 million or 10 billion.
So I want you to name a policy.
That's a policy.
That's not the name of a policy.
Oh my gosh, I don't need to tell you the name of the policy. This isn't my full-time job.
Okay, so you can't name a
So
policy.
at least you agree that we have a real job.
Sending money to, I mean, if you make money, I guess it's technically a job, right?
Okay, well, at least you accept that.
I mean, Parker, get a job, please. That's better than this, but I mean, I guess it's still a job. Not very respectable, but it's a job. But
Okay, you
that's
want to
a
give us
policy.
like an actual argument?
That
or
is a policy. I don't know why you cannot accept that's a policy. Because I don't know the name of every bill that's passed.
No,
because
no,
I
no,
can't-
because you don't know the name of any bill that's been passed.
I mean, I do. I could give you names of bills that I don't mind, like the infrastructure bill. I mean,
The the one that Biden got
It's in
influenced to
sunset.
get passed.
yeah, we're talking about Biden right now. Parker, are you listening? Are you catching up? Are you Doing all right, buddy? We're talking about Biden right now.
Yeah, no, I'm done with this guy.
Okay. Adios then.
Bye.
I answered both of your questions, but kick me when you're down.
All right, we're going to move on to our next guest. Everybody just do give us a minute. Parker, how's your day going, man?
Pretty decent. Pretty decent.
Good to hear, bro. Good to hear. Good to hear.
I'm
All
trying to figure out if I should change the appearance of my lights. That's all I was doing. I changed it to like a different temperature. Did you see that?
No, I'll have to check it out. Yeah, bro. By the way, I figured out what's going on with my Venmo. They're saying that I owe them $1,800.
For what?
Hey, quick question. What's E-Rich Lifestyle?
Like a
Scam you
chargeback or
used to run?
something. No, something that would have made you into a multi-millionaire. Should have bought
Oh,
it.
yeah, right. Yeah, E-Scam Lifestyle ran just like Andrew Tate's university course. So it's a
Dude,
straight
where? I'm sorry. Can you get away from like the? I don't know what you're right next to, but it's like
Bro,
really kind of hard to hear you.
If you're a straight scammer, I don't understand. People,
I honestly, I'm having a hard time hearing what you're saying.
People actually trust you and what you have to say.
William, I can't really tell what you're saying. Is there a possibility that you could get away from like the reactor that's about to blow in the back?
Work. I have a job that I actually.
So we don't have a job.
To sit on here and you talk on TikTok.
So, but that's a job, right?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Because what benefit to society does this add?
Well, you're entertained right now. That's why you're in here.
On what?
You're entertained. That's why you're in here.
I'm
You interacted with it. Good job. You sent a guest request. You added to the algorithm.
Dean Withers, and I had read an article.
Exactly. And you engaged with the. You engaged with it when you saw it.
To inform everybody that he is a scammer that enjoys scamming people.
Yeah, well, you see, the algorithm did exactly what it's supposed to do. It got your attention. For You page for a reason. You're a fan.
Scammer Dean. Hey, William, you better.
He scammed his way onto your For You page. How do you feel?
E-Rich Lifestyle, guys, look it up.
William, do you want to know? Do you want to know what that was? I'll tell you.
University. You're scammed. Get people to pay money.
Can I tell you what it was?
These bullshit classes that tell them how to live life and how much money they can make.
Can I tell you what it was? Can Dean tell you what it was?
Enjoy.
Phenomenal. Can you mute your mic when you're not talking because of the reactor in the background? like dude. Oh, and there's birds too?
No, it was a pterodactyl.
Dude.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa,
we're going back to the Jurassic era for that one.
Yeah, this guy fucking works at what is it? What are those movies called? Jurassic Park. This guy works at Jurassic Park, dude.
He's actually at Jurassic Park right now.
Yeah, but man, William, just mute your mic while I'm talking. Okay? Do you know how to do that? Okay, I'm gonna mute it for you. Hopefully you'll be able to figure out how to mute it. So before I got in, you just bro, you gotta mute your mic while I'm talking. There's a lot of background noise. Dude. William! Stay muted. Bad boy. So no, I've never scammed anybody in my life. Okay, so apart from being in politics and educated and informed, I'm also a full stack developer with a hyper fixation and a focus on web development. And before I was in TikTok full time, I did professional web development. In fact, I was the creative director for a handful of really big e-commerce companies. In fact, with one of them, I completely changed their entire website and led a new creative direction, took all new product pictures, redid their labeling, reset up all their marketing, and it was great. The point is, so it's very good at what I did. And even before that, I got 2 international awards for web dev. And I've been good at this for a very, very, very long time. And I actually started selling the services professionally when I was like 17. I think my first professional work was with a local real estate company where I'd made them a marketing website and put through an email to hire more representatives. And I got paid like $4,000 for it. You could imagine how cool that was at 17. But before that, when I was figuring out how I want to sell this product of web work through e-commerce to generate an ROI, when I was like 16 and a half, I was like, well, what if I just use Andrew Tate's marketing? And I market it as this way to get rich, which in all reality, for the value proposition, one moment,
so wild,
for
dude.
the value proposition, it wasn't a scam as it generated an ROI, but the marketing was just cringy as fuck. Okay. So yes, when I was like 16 and a half, I did something so fucking cringy that now as an adult, I look back on and I'm like, ugh, why did I do that? But like I went on to sell that same product for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And I would love to show you my work if you want to. It's really good. Go ahead, William.
Dean's hyping up his work, bro.
Bro, I mean, shit, dude. I'm still proud of it. I'm not gonna lie. I was really good at what I did, man.
William's gonna. How much you want to bet in like 5 seconds? He's like, "It's a scam. You're scamming people."
Yeah. Likelihood is he's just gonna ignore every word that just came out of my mouth,
and then not address that Trump has a meme coin that he dropped. Right. Half of his net worth is Truth Social, stuff that he made after being president. He's literally conning you to make money.
So go ahead, William.
You stole somebody else's idea and then played it off as your own and then act as if you did something, but you didn't. You did nothing. You would have stole somebody else's idea. If I took somebody's paper that they wrote and then wrote the same thing and did the same stuff as them and then tried to play it off as my own, that's plagiarism. So all you did was take somebody
So
else's
Elon Musk goes in, buys Tesla, and acts like it's his own.
I
That's
don't
plagiarism,
care about,
right?
Why do I give a shit about him? Why do I
Is
care
that
about
that plagiarism,
Elon
though?
Musk, dude? What do you think? I suck his dick or something? I don't care about him. Why would I care about Elon? What Elon does?
Oh wait,
so you don't like Elon?
Wait, real quick.
I don't care about Elon.
Yo,
Why would I care about Elon?
Yo, real quick. Duck, thank you for the $100 YouTube super chat. Holy crap, Duck. Duck says, started watching you a week ago. Please keep up what you're doing. We need people like you to make movements. Unfortunately, you could probably only buy like 10 dozen eggs with this. Yo, Duck, dude, shut up. Don't say that. Thank you for the $100. Never put, unfortunately, this is only $100. That is crazy. Thank you for the love. I want to see everybody spamming WDuck in all of the live chats. That is literally so incredibly kind. Thank you so much. So any more like rage bait because you don't like liberals?
I'm asking what, like, you did nothing and then sold.
Wait, I told you what I did. I sold like a very high value product for way under market wages.
Idea. You
wait,
stole somebody
wait,
else's
no,
idea
the product
and then
wasn't
acted
stolen
as
from
if-
anybody else. Also, just to put it
You
out there,
just
being
told me
a web dev
you
and
worked-
creative director on e-commerce
Dude,
projects
word for
isn't
word.
exactly original.
You literally just told me that you based it off of Andrew Tate's idea.
Like the marketing
therefore
aspect of it.
You stole Andrew Tate's idea, used it as your own to make money off of people. and scam them.
So you're wait, what's a scam?
How many of your people
Wait,
made $1 million?
I think that we need to understand what a scam is. What is a scam?
You told me that if you take that university class, I'd be a multi-millionaire.
It wasn't even a
How many
class.
of the people-
It didn't even
How
end up
many-
getting implemented as a class. It
Dude,
was
why is he
literally,
so mad?
it was literally
Wait,
like built out e-com websites with full fucking like advice on how to run them, which I then ended up going on to sell as a professional and made a lot more money by being the creative director of a handful of e-commerce websites, the big of which did a couple million per year. Now, obviously, I didn't get like a percentage of that. I'm not like some crazy fucking rich person. I got paid a fair wage for the work. But like that was seriously how I ended up supporting myself in my original professional life. And it was like a freshman in college. And honestly, if I didn't do this today, I would still be running professional full stack web development services under MediaCorp.
How are you going to make? If you're not a millionaire, how are you going to tell other people how they're going to make themselves a millionaire? You better handle your stuff before you tell other people how to handle their stuff.
why?
Yes, it was cringe.
Why,
Exactly, William.
dude,
It was cringe.
William. Hey. Why are you so worked up about this? Are you okay?
I'm asking. Wait.
William, you're
up.
saying
I'm
that it
asking
was
you
cringe and weird. It was cringe and weird.
What?
Like marketing e-com services with the use of like Andrew Tate get rich shit. It was so cringe and weird. Honestly, a little funny too.
It's scamming.
No, I don't think
How
that
is
you
this
know what
guy
a scam
actually?
is.
You know what's funny? I literally I told everyone he was gonna do this. Like,
Yeah. No, you just repeat the same claims once you're debunked. I think in order for it to be a scam, I would have had to have been selling a product for individuals to like make more money that didn't
That's what
actually
you're
make them
promoting
more
it
money.
as. You literally just told me that was a class or a
You
university,
you
whatever,
didn't let me fucking
and
finish. In order for
you
it to be a
told me
scam, I'd have
that's
to
what
sell a product that that told people and make them money, but it didn't actually make them money. But that's the thing. My services actually did make people money. And now, okay, I have the professional resume to justify that fact. 2 back-to-back international web awards in web dev. I'm the only person in FBA history to do that. Okay, then a professional portfolio.
Dean running like the ARGs. Bro's getting clocked. William, how are you gonna take that, bro?
Yeah, bro. Like you're just up here to rage bait. So how about you tell us why you voted for Trump?
I didn't vote for Trump. You're assuming.
So you didn't
You
vote for
came
Trump?
up on a live for people who voted for Trump.
William, did you or did you not vote for Trump?
You're assuming I did.
I know.
Did you? We're asking.
Did.
Did you?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Nathan, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. Why was he so worked up about that, bro?
I don't fucking know. I have no clue why that guy was so worked up. You know what it is? It's probably because he didn't buy it himself. He's really mad that he missed out on the opportunity.
Yeah, dude, he's jealous.
Should have gotten earlier. Maybe you'd be a millionaire today. I'm so sorry, William. You know, I just needed some more blood, sweat, and tears. Howl at the moon like an alpha. Then maybe one day you'll be on my level. Okay. Give it 6 months, then you'll be on a private jet with a Louis V bag to Paris. Okay. What's up, Rico? You vote for Trump?
Nathan, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Angela, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. And Chris, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Thank you so much.
Okay, Rico's not here. We're going to go get that next guest up in here for the 8.7 thousand people in here, guys. Make sure that we're double tapping away on that phone screen. And we got Taser Master loading up into the box. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, Taser?
Sorry, I love you, Dean. I love you, Dean. I love you, Dean. You're very nice. I love you.
I appreciate you for that love, man. We're going to go and move on to the next guest. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Why'd you do that?
Just the lesser of the two evils.
And why's that?
Actually, I don't want to get into this discussion with you. I have a scenario that I wanted to ask y'all that if you think it would work or not.
We're here to debate people about why they voted for Trump. If you don't want us to get in,
I voted for Trump because of immigration, and everybody says that if we
Could you name me one border policy that you like?
Have anybody to work in the fields, so why couldn't we use like they used to prison work release and put prisoners in the fields and have them?
Oh my God, bro just advocated for slavery.
How is that slavery?
You want? Wait, are you advocating to force people against their will to work in the fields?
They're taking up our tax dollars to take care of them.
Okay, so you see how he just advocated for slavery?
No, I see that they should be a part of society. Why should they live in there, eat for free, and for breaking the laws? They should be able to contribute to society.
Okay, so you believe in slave labor in prisons?
No, they.
Well, okay.
Wait, would you? How about?
So then you'd pay them?
So do you think that we should force them to do this, or do you think that we should just offer this to prison inmates in which they get paid a fair market wage?
I don't see how it'd be a fair market wage because prison wage is only like $1.25 a day.
So yeah, you're just like W slavery. You're literally saying slavery is a good thing.
It would help.
You're literally saying that we should literally bring slavery back.
What happened to we don't believe in cruel and unusual punishment? I think
Real.
slavery is cruel and unusual punishment.
I'm
Would you
not
agree?
saying make them. Why can't it be a program to sign up for?
What? Okay, yeah, that's okay. No one has an issue with there being programs for people to sign up.
No, I actually do. I actually do. If this program to sign up, I actually do. Because
would be your issue?
when the programs that they give to prisoners to sign up for this work, like PI, etc., and then they pay them like 16 cents an hour, I feel as if they're going to be coerced into accepting significantly below market wages for work in which they should be getting paid more for. I ultimately
They're getting free rent and free food.
ultimately reject the principle that it is okay to violate the human rights of bad actors. In fact, right, the argument that it's okay as they're bad actors has been used throughout the course of history to justify very bad things. That's where stereotypes such as, oh, well, black people are more aggressive come from. They instantiate that black people were bad actors, therefore human rights violations were valid. And for whatever reason, I believe the only reason we still have quote unquote legal slavery for prison inmates today is because, well, typically prison inmates are bad actors. So it's like a more rhetorically appealing argument to make because you could actually justify that every single one of these people has done something wrong. But I ultimately still reject the principle that it's okay to do it because they're bad actors.
So like you would say like within the context of prisons for nonviolent offenders that you would allow for them to like get jobs if they wanted to paid a decent wage?
Yeah, they're paid fair wages. I don't care.
Yeah.
But not when they're paid unfair
That's
wages.
all I was saying.
Okay.
I believe in rehabilitation like what they have like in Scandinavia. So I believe in like even a different like prison system that we currently have.
I'm sure there might be a way to give them a fair wage, but they're already getting free room and board, free medical, free food. They're already.
Okay, well he just got banned, I think.
Yeah. Hey, in the meantime, real quick. Yo, Grayson, thank you for the $10 YouTube super chat saying, man, I was a conservative and you converted me to being a Democrat right before the election. Dude, that's awesome. W's for Grayson in the chat. Then Alberto with the $20 over on YouTube super chat as well saying, love what you do. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Alberto. Let's get at least 200 big W's for Alberto. We'd also see Noel here for the $20 over YouTube super chat for the DNC Illuminati. Blood sacrifice. Thanks for the 20 bucks. And then Michelle with the $10. Thank you guys all so much. Then Marcelia with a $5 over PayPal. Like, I don't know. Just like, I think it's also a slippery slope to say it's okay to do bad things to bad people. You know, in like these circumstances, because I feel like that's also what a lot of people use to like justify like mistreating people like Josh Block, if you know who that is. Like just to bully this person into giving a very like negative reaction because they have like autism. They're like, oh, it's okay because Josh has done a lot of bad things. Like, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Georgiana, thank you so much for the £2. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Not
as well
to
as
mention,
Gia, think of a 10.
Also, yeah, also not to mention like wrongfully incarcerated individuals. Good point.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, CA? Did he vote for Trump?
I would never. I love you guys. You can kick me. Bye.
Nice. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome. Moving on to the next guest.
In the meantime, if you're on TikTok, do tap that screen. Let's get to 1.5 million likes, y'all. How long have you been on, Dean?
I've been on for just about 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Nice. How long do you expect to be on? 30 more minutes?
Yeah, just about. So we're gonna get the next guest up in here. Yeah, I got dinner with the grandparents. No, why is Dean on my screen? Okay, got some haters in the chat.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna try to get on Gavin Newsom's podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think he'd let you on?
Well, I'm gonna try, bro. I'm gonna try really hard, quite frankly.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, man. That would be fucking sick, dude. Everybody. Yo,
I
what's
like
up?
how Democrats are starting to do the social media stuff more.
I know, it's great.
I've been seeing more.
What's going on, Ben? You vote for Trump?
Hey, Dean, fuck you, man. Fuck you, little pussy.
Bro, are you okay?
Ben.
Your fetus?
Ben, listen. I was young once too. Growing up, you learn how to control your emotions. Let's do an exercise together, okay? The exercise that we're going to do together before I kick you because of your age, first and foremost, is that when you have negative emotions, learn how to control them. You could have an outlet like screaming in a pillow. You could have an outlet like going to the gym.
Fuck you, little bitch.
But like these outlets, like calling people mean names on the internet, are bad outlets. So you need.
Man, I'm just playing.
Hey, reformed fetus.
Hey, bro. Yes, it worked. He didn't mean to say I'm just playing. He meant to say, Dean, I'm sorry you've changed my mind and I apologize. Look at that. Yo, Catherine with a $20 super chat over on YouTube. Thank you so much for the love. At least 200 W's for Catherine. Catherine says, Parker and Dean, you are both my new heroes, standing up for women, minorities, and those who are vulnerable. Catherine, I love you. Thank you so much for the love. You're phenomenal. And thank you for the kind message as well. And the 20 bucks. All right, we're going to try to get that next guest up in here. Hello, Couch. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, sir.
Why? Wait, have I already spoken to you?
Yesterday?
Did I not?
Why?
Were you insufferable or were you sufferable?
I think I was okay. I was probably medium.
Chat. How is this guy? How's this guy in the live?
Somebody accused me of saying something I didn't say, so they got me kicked, but I never said it.
Chat says that you were like absolutely fucking insufferable. So goodbye. You know, I'm okay with like repeat guests sometimes if like I have Parker up, they haven't spoken to Parker or whatnot, but if like they're insufferable, you know, you get kicked. So what's up, Doubles? You vote for Trump?
No, but I wanted to say with that one guy that was in the live that got kicked off earlier, about the prism system, we already do have that kind of in a sense. I can't remember exactly where at, but we do have that where
I know, and it's bad.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like I kind of agree in a sense. I will say, just because like I wouldn't call it slavery, just because back then like slaves didn't do anything to deserve that. And I feel like there should be a system.
Wait, I
that
actually have a question, real quick. So,
What's up?
During like the time of like American slavery, let's assume that there was a black enslaved person that actually had committed a murder. Would their enslavement be justified?
No, I wouldn't even. But that's what I'm saying. You're calling it slavery, but like they're already in the imprisonment. You know what I mean?
So what's the difference between a black person that committed a murder being served to forced labor 200 years ago and today?
Wait, say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you just told me that it would not be justified to enslave a black individual during American slavery 200 years ago if they had committed a murder. Obviously, we could agree.
Oh,
right?
not even just
Slavery
a
was
black.
bad.
It's bad to
But
enslave
then
anyone.
just assume that there's like a black guy in jail today because of murder, and they're being forced to work and like in the same comparable circumstances, and you find that to be justified?
So whenever it comes to like, that's because it was like broadly used back then. Like slavery was used negatively. Like that's what I'm saying. Whenever it comes to imprisonment systems, I wouldn't call that what we have already. It's kind of crazy, but I honestly kind of agree with it. Kind of. I just don't. I don't know.
So
What makes
you're
you
okay
say?
with
What makes you
slavery
say
and
that?
prison systems?
What makes you say that it's slavery?
Forced labor against their will?
But like the guy was saying that how they get paid, like they get
Paid like like a few cents? Like
what if we
a
up
dollar?
that? I'm saying, what if we were to up that? However,
If you made it a fair market wage and it was
Yeah.
like something they chose to do, then I wouldn't have an issue.
then like say like what you call it, minimum wage is
can't-
25. Would that be like
I
fair?
I think the minimum wage should be higher.
Yeah, I know, but say if we were to give that to them, then would you agree with that then?
If it's not forced labor.
Okay, sounds good. I just wanted to ask.
Okay, thanks for
All right,
coming
thank
back.
you. Right.
I don't know, man. Forced labor is like always wrong.
Yeah, like that's pretty crazy.
We're gonna get into. It's not just money; it's also how they're treated. Well, like yeah, obviously, like there's like a lot of other reasons why slavery is wrong apart from forced labor, and like the general treatment of black individuals is like a massive factor. Okay, right? But the forced labor was also a factor.
Charles, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's actually crazy.
Would you help us get our next guest up here?
Meg, thank you for the $2. Yes, absolutely.
Phenomenal. Yo, D, thank you for the $5 over YouTube Super Chat. Appreciate you so much for the love. We're going to get that next guest up in here. What is going on, T-Bone? Did he vote for Trump? Isabella, did he vote for Trump? No, none of you guys voted for Trump. We're going to get that next guest up in here. Everybody do just give us a minute. Go ahead and drop a MAGA down below in that comment section if you do want to come up. Everybody do just kind of give us a minute. This person's name is Trump is my Lord and Savior. Better be a troll. Yo, what's going on, LAX? Did you vote for Trump?
I did not vote for Trump. No.
Trump is my Lord and Savior.
Howdy,
Did you vote for Trump?
y'all. I voted for Trump because I can't tell my left bollock from my right.
Bollock? Is that the way that British people say butt?
I don't know, bro. I have no clue.
Carson, what's up? You vote for Trump? Shit. Okay.
Dean, not every Connor is MAGA. Fucking love you.
Hey, wait, are you the same Connor that's been up like 2 times before?
Oh, I kicked him.
No. I'm pretty sure that's like the chill Connor that's been brought up a couple times.
Not every Connor.
And then, like every time he comes up, I like start bullying him, and he's like, "But Dean, I voted for Kamala Harris." Or wait, no, he's actually Canadian and he supports liberals. And then I feel like really bad. Yo, Yoshi, thank you for the 28 Canadian dollars over on YouTube Super Chat saying legalize prison slavery is literally in the 13th Amendment, but these days I can't expect these dudes to know the Constitution. Yeah, you're right. It literally specifies explicitly that like slavery is now unconstitutional unless you're a prison. Like it's fucked. I personally, I don't like it. What's up, Desmond and User? Did you guys vote for Trump? No, none of you guys did. Okay, moving on to the next
Thank you for the
guest.
10. I appreciate it, Blown.
All right. Jordan the Great is loading into that box. Here we go. What's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Any three of you? Literally any
Nope.
three of you?
No.
Yeah,
No.
Good night, darling.
Cooper, did you vote for Trump?
I did not. I'm independent and I did
All right,
not
nice.
vote.
Good,
Brad,
good to
you
hear.
vote-
Good to
you-
hear.
You vote for Trump?
Yeah, I voted for Trump.
Why'd you do that?
I guess starting from the beginning, I think the left has done nothing but basically through every action they perform, project weakness. And societally, you're doing nothing but making people weak. Pick a topic, abortion. We don't want anybody to have a hard life, so we should abort the child. You're literally going out of your way to remove struggle to strengthen a country. Well, when you look at the LGBT movement, you don't think,
before we go into that,
you're LGBT, you
hold
could
up.
probably get in the army and fight. I'm sure there's some, but yeah.
Would there be
Do you think people who are in the LGBTQ plus community should be banned from the military?
No, absolutely not. But at the same time, I don't think of the LGBT community when I think who's going to go into the military.
Why? I don't even know why that would be relevant for you to say.
Because generally, what do you mean?
I don't think of anyone when I think of who's going to go into the military.
Well, I think you think
there's no
white
specific
males.
group.
You don't think
I
white
think
males?
anyone should be allowed to go into the military, given that
No,
they
I understand
volunteer,
that.
right, and that they're
Although-
of age.
I agree. Minus, well, I hate to say it, not trans.
Okay, so why not trans people?
That I just feel like just involves too much complication. You have people who basically, in most cases, do most trans people usually have to take some kind of medication, or is it not even half and half? I honestly don't know.
Well, how about you listen and learn real quick?
Hey, Cal.
Hello. Hey, can you hear me all right?
Your
up?
your speaker's connected to your car. I'm guessing you're not driving, but could you disconnect your Bluetooth real quick?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Bye bye.
Every trans person in my life that I know on something.
What? What does that even mean?
Is this better?
SRI, some kind of medication, hormones, things of that nature.
Wait,
Okay, yeah, so also, like there's plenty of people that are not trans
Yes.
that are on those same medications.
Yeah, and if they're in the military and it affects the way that they are in the military, I wouldn't want them in the military.
Hey, have you served?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I've been in active duty for 13 years. Before I proceed, nothing that I say reflects the Department of Defense or the United States Air Force.
Okay, but real quick, are you on a medication then?
Can I finish?
Yes,
I
but
finish,
after you
please? Thank
just tell me
I have
are you
like
on medication?
legally. Hey, legally, I need to say this. Thank you. Jesus. Wow. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I am 32 years old. What I was trying to say is that anything that I say does not reflect the Department of Defense or the United States Air Force. I will be speaking on facts. I am not able to align with a political party or like at least state that my alignment with any political party or affiliation. So yeah, that's what I needed to say. And it would be really nice if for the remainder of this conversation, you don't interrupt me. I would really appreciate that. I've served for 13 years, active duty. I've gotten multiple deployments under my belt. I've done a short tour to Korea. I've forwarded from there on deployments. So yeah, am I on medication? That's really none of your damn business, but it's not affected my ability, whether or not I'm on medication, to be able to deploy. I've remained worldwide qualified, and being trans has never given me any issues. By the way, chat, because I always forget to say this, my pronouns are they, he. Go ahead. Also, thank you for the gifts.
Hey, Brad.
I sent him invites to unmute. He's not doing it. Co, think of this $7 Canadian. Thank you so much.
By the way, Brad, after you respond to Cal, you should also
Yeah,
tell
but
me if a diabetic should be able to serve.
Just message it.
No, not if it affects you. But if you can actually serve with what you're doing, then yes.
Yeah.
But with the whole trans thing, the fact that you have to use they, them, like already, it's like you're just trying to make things more complicated. And hopefully you're effective enough where, yes.
Wow, they are stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad, you use they, them pronouns all the time.
Should we
what the fuck's wrong with you?
Should we ban multiplication from being taught in schools because it's more complicated than addition and subtraction?
Like Brad, I just use they, them pronouns in reference to you. You know that, right? Like, we do that all the time in language. Why do you have an issue when people use
Every
they, them
single
pronouns?
time somebody says, "Oh, they
funny.
can't." No, every time they do that, it always throws people off.
You just did it. You just did it. You just did it. By the way,
in this conversation, because we know what we're talking about. But when somebody randomly says, "Oh, they don't know what they're doing," who are you talking about? They? I meant that individual.
He keeps doing it. He keeps doing it, dude.
Yeah, you've said they multiple times in a singular.
Yeah, again, I know you think it's cute and all, but it's just another example of how you're perpetuating just basically nonsense.
Brad. Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm up here to give you education, and I don't know that you're actually going to be sincere, but I would really love it if I could continue. And so, what I find very interesting is for the past 13 years. How old are you, Brad?
46.
All right. For the past 13 years of your 46-year-old life, I have been serving in a military that you have never been in. And so what have I been doing that for? Oh, I don't know. Things like your constitutional right to freedom of speech, your constitutional right to access to healthcare, all those things that are in the Constitution. Yeah, that's why I'm in. There's less than 1%.
Wait, are you saying you actually fight?
Can you please stop? I have. What the fuck?
Yeah, do you?
He's
do
not
you fight?
listening. He's not listening.
I am very much listening.
Do you know why we have a military?
To a degree, obviously.
To a degree. All right. You don't even know how to confidently answer why we have a military, and you think that you are qualified to determine whether or not somebody like me is able to be fit to fight. I don't understand.
Have you?
Also,
have you
what
fought for- have you fought
happened
for
to
your
respect?
country?
What happened to respecting veterans? You piece of shit.
Seriously,
What did happen? to
what
it?
happened? What happened to thank you for your
Does that
service?
allow a veteran to be, pretentious and rude and act all entitled?
How
you
has
earn
Kale
respect.
been pretentious or rude?
The fact that she keeps interrupting me.
He.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you can't-
right.
if you can't wrap
because
your mind
that's
around-
not confusing. Because in what world do you sound like? Would you sound like that?
Okay, Brad,
wait,
you're just such a fucking disgusting.
So you're
fuck,
just
dude.
transphobic. That's all this is. You're
Literally
you're
just transphobic.
That's it's not. It has nothing to do with whether or not you think I'm qualified to serve, and it has everything to do with the fact that you're just transphobic.
Also, you qualify the usage of pronouns predicated on your perception of how deep or not deep somebody's voice is? I'm so sorry. There's just 1,000 ways I could take that to make you look like a fucking donut. Should I give you one?
Sorry that I can't access the medications that I need because I'm in a state that is actually so unsafe and dangerous that I'm not able to. But you know what? I've still been able to put service before myself and continue to serve regardless. And I deserve to have the medical care that helps me. That doesn't affect you fucking whatsoever.
Absolutely. What happened to fucking bodily autonomy? You're all about bodily autonomy, and we shouldn't force people when it comes to vaccines that literally fucking save lives, right? But when it comes to literally people getting care that they need, then it's a fucking issue for you.
Also,
seriously, what the hell is wrong with you, Brad?
I'd also like to ask Brad a question real quick. Brad, should diabetics, that require insulin for healthy quality of life, be able to serve in our military? Hey, Brad, could you answer my question?
I was muted. All right.
Should diabetics that require insulin for healthy quality of life be able to serve in?
I'd actually prefer not to pivot from the conversation.
So a pivot
This
would
person
require.
that you brought on,
Hey Brad, I know that you're
them.
scared to answer my question, but
I would prefer to stick with the subject we
so
were
I
on.
promise to you that I am. So a pivot would require me to conceptually demonstrate. A point
Let me
aside from the
let me stop you
discussion.
right there. Let me
And
stop you
the
right
reason that this is not a pivot is because like we could probably both agree that diabetics should be able to serve in our military. Yeah, just a quick yes or no.
No, actually, no. How about I say no?
Okay.
How about I say because I feel their incident levels at any random time in combat or while serving might cause them to be, inept at their job. Yeah.
Oh, so
But
in other
maybe
words,
you could.
you're telling me that you don't think individuals that are diabetic should be able to serve not because they require medication, but rather because they could experience a freak medical emergency while on the battlefield. So in other words,
could definitely
you
be a
are okay
thing.
with individuals serving in our military, given that they require medication, correct?
No.
But
I'm pretty
but,
sure.
But I just
I'm
asked
fairly
you why
positive
diabetics should
in
be able to
our-
serve,
I'm
and
fairly
you didn't say
positive
because they
in our
require
military,
medication.
If something is debilitating enough where it can affect you in the line of duty, I'm pretty sure they take those things into account.
Okay, so
which is why I decided to ask this.
So I just want to clarify.
they,
So
them,
FDR shouldn't.
what-
Wait, I don't fucking call a person a they them, you freak. But I just
Oh,
want
I
to clarify.
forget-
You're
I
using
forget what the
pronouns
simple-
improperly, purposefully. You're using pronouns improperly, purposely. Not only do you look stupid, but you also are just doing that to be disrespectful when Kale literally did nothing fucking disrespectful to you at all. Nothing.
Yeah.
You're doing that for no reason.
And then also, I do just want to clarify. So you don't think that FDR should have been able to serve as commander in chief due to the fact that he was bound in a wheelchair? Where'd you go, Brad?
Oh my gosh, this mute thing is retarded. Anyways,
dude.
And the slur.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
Hey, Brad, I just want to ask you a quick question, actually, before I kick you. Could you name one group of people that like using like slurs such as the R word or like calling people like they thems makes you look intelligent to? I mean that seriously. Answer that question in good faith before I kick you. Name one demographic of people that makes you look intelligent to. You left.
Yeah, of course he did, because that's what they have to do. They can only slur, and then like have a meltdown in front of everybody because they're not getting their way. It's just it's incredible. Hey, can I ask? Have y'all heard? Like, I would love to share what I woke up to this morning. If y'all haven't already seen it floating.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so this morning I woke up to my leadership letting me know that I have 30 days to voluntarily separate. If I do not voluntarily separate, I will be forcefully separated, so involuntarily. But if I would like volunteer to separate within 30 days, then maybe I'll qualify for separation pay, which would be twice that as much of people who are involuntarily released. And the thing is, we have the people who are going to be involuntarily separated on administrative discharge. Like, it's really clever the way they wrote it, because 2 times 0 equals what?
Obviously 0. Cal. Oh my god.
That's like actually crazy. That's like I really like
Yeah.
I don't understand at all like how that they're able to like get away with that in the government.
Cal, I want please continue to use your voice to share your story to as many people as possible, because what it does is it really humanizes the issue. There is plenty of transphobic people in our country that have never personally met, talked to, or heard a trans individual in any context, but especially the context of a military ban of trans individuals in the military. And when they hear it, they don't really think of people. They just kind of think of, countering wokeness as an ideology compared to impacting one's quality of life. And the more you speak out, the more you share your story, the more people can recognize that this isn't just a counterculture, but this is the active infringement upon the quality of life of people that have been ready and willing to lay their life down for our country. And just know that we all really love and appreciate you, and you're an inspiration to many, and we love hearing what you got to say.
I appreciate you a lot. I am trying to, like Parker said, I am trying to set up a link tree right now to get my life together. I have 30 days to figure out now, literally 30 days, it's official, to figure out not only what I'm going to do with all of my belongings, but how to flee the country. Because, yeah, if anybody doesn't know, this is only the beginning. The similarities between now and the 1930s are very real. Trans people were put in the sea camps first, just in case anybody didn't know that. Yeah, and so that's the direction we're headed. But anyways, what affects us is going to affect all marginalized communities, and I will stand on this. I'm not just going to continue to use my voice and share my story for myself. I am here to represent all marginalized communities. But thank you so much for the platform, and I'll be floating around for the rest of the evening. So if you need me, anybody can send a bad signal, and I'm happy to come chat anytime.
Absolutely, we always appreciate you.
Have a good evening, Kel.
You as well. Thank you.
Yeah. Damn, man. Kale's been coming up on this live every once in a while for like a year and a half now. Maybe even closer to 2. And, you know, just the happiness that I could hear being lost in their voice over the course of the last year and a half or 2. You know, it's terrible. It's terrible. What's going on? What's going on, Connor? Did you vote for Trump?
Excuse me. I'm just another Connor advocating from Oklahoma.
From Oklahoma?
From Oklahoma,
Who
did
you
not
vote
vote for Trump. Did not vote for Trump. Are you serious? That's all I just wanted to say. I just wanted to say, advocating for the Connors out there from Oklahoma too.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Have a good one.
Thank you,
W
you as
Connor.
well.
W Connor. A Connor from Oklahoma that didn't vote for Trump. You should be proud
The
of
Connor
yourself.
uprising. Seriously, dude.
You should be very proud of yourself. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Real meets real. Okay. Shannon, thank you so much for the $50 donation over on PayPal. That's so incredibly kind of you, Shannon, and thank you so much for the love. Everybody, please show some love to Shannon in those live chats. At least 500 big W Shannons, as well as Alien with a $20 YouTube super chat. At least 200 W's for Alien. Alien says, I'm a young teenage trans guy, and I watch your debates like every day. Keep educated and keep eating up those MAGAs. Yo, W Alien. Dude, I appreciate you for the love, as well as the very kind message, and I hope that you're doing all right. Thank you for the love, Alien and Shannon. But yeah, all right. We're gonna
And
go
then
get the
Nick
next
and
guest up in here.
Abigail, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, y'all. Thank you so much.
Here we go.
This next person up, I'm trying to help you.
There you go. I don't know what's going on.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Casey, hello. How old are
What's
you?
up? How old are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
Uh-oh.
I'm 26.
Did you vote Trump?
Yes, I did.
Why so?
Multiple reasons. Do you want me to really list all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
We do want you to list all of them.
Well, the reason I wanted to talk was can we talk about how a lot of people that are currently on insulin aren't allowed in the military? You said they are, and they aren't. If you develop diabetes while enlisted, yes, you can stay in the military, but if you are on insulin when you enlist, you are not allowed.
Okay. So why did you vote for Trump?
Okay, we're just going to ignore that. So multiple
Well, I mean,
reasons.
I
don't.
appreciate you for the information. I don't think that changed my argument, though.
Okay. Let's think of one of the main reasons. I don't agree with. I'm a Christian. I don't necessarily agree that every single person should have a religion forced on them. I don't agree with that, but I don't agree that there should be no mandates on abortions. I don't agree that, let's see, I personally don't agree that trans people who are currently on any sort of hormones should be in the military. Not saying that any trans person out there shouldn't be in the military. I don't agree with that. I think if they want to serve our country and they aren't on any medications that might alter their ability to fight or serve.
I want to talk about the reasons why you voted for Trump. So what are the reasons why you voted for Trump?
I just listed 2.
That you don't think that trans individuals should be able to serve in the military?
What? Say that
So you
again?
voted for Trump because you didn't want trans people to serve in the military.
No, I also don't think from the left side of the spectrum that there should be a free-for-all on abortions. I don't agree with that.
Okay, so you don't think that women and girls should have access to abortion. So which one do you want to start with, abortion or trans individuals in our military?
We can start with abortions, and I didn't say that women
So do you think
shouldn't have
abortion is wrong?
access to them.
So
I just said that I don't think there should be a free-for-all for
So what
anyone
does
to
that
have
mean?
an abortion.
So what does that mean? What restrictions do you think should be placed on access to abortion?
I think unless it's a medical need or there's a necessity.
Phenomenal. Yeah. So you just don't think that elective lethal abortions. So why do you think elective lethal abortions are wrong? Name every single reason why they're wrong.
Every single reason why a what?
An elective lethal abortion is wrong.
Which is just where a man and woman engage in intercourse, knowing what sex is, consenting to it, and a woman gets pregnant, wants an abortion, not out of medical necessity, SA, or incest. Why do you think she shouldn't be able to get an abortion? Why is that action wrong?
Because it's murdering a child.
Okay. What do you think murder is? Just like killing or like wrongfully killing?
Killing wrongfully. I would argue that that is a wrongful killing.
Okay, why is that?
Because that would turn into a human, which I know you guys say it's not one at the time of conception, but that would turn into a human.
No, it already is a human. Like, we're not disputing that.
So you think
What we're disputing is whether or not we consider it valuable because it's not sentient yet.
Yeah, but wait. So you're telling me that you think it's wrong to kill it because it could turn into a human in the future. So could sperm turn into human in the future?
Not without an egg, no, but I'm not.
Just like apparently a conceived zygote couldn't turn into a human in the future under your view without implantation.
What you're not understanding is I don't understand why we can't have a difference in opinions on why I think that that is wrong.
Well, I have reasons that you're wrong, and you're mad that I'm giving them to you? What the fuck is this?
Because I'm not wrong. I'm allowed to think that killing a
Well, I'm in the middle of
fetus-
giving you an argument that will demonstrate a very clear contradiction in your view. Do you mind if you engage with the position? Or
but
are
you're
you like revoking your consent from engaging in a debate with me after I start pointing out that contradiction, and then you just want to sit, pout, and say you're not wrong?
No, you're saying I am wrong when it's an opinion. I do not think that that is ethical to abort a child.
Right? And I asked you for your reason. Now just please follow my logic here. So you told me that you don't think you think it's a wrongful killing because it will be a human in the future. So my question to you is, right? We agreed that sperm will be a human in the future. Well, then you were like, well, sperm won't be it on its own. It has to have an egg, just like conceived zygote won't be a human in the future on its own. It needs implantation. And we got another ban for 10 minutes, and that sucks. But oh my God, just looking over at my computer, Janet with the $100 donation. Oh my God. Yo, I want everybody to put some massive W's for Janet down below in that live chat. That is literally so incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, Janet. Holy fuck. Dude. Thank you, Janet. Wow. It means the world to me. Thank you. You were cooking the gas? Yeah, dude. I'm mad that I got banned. I was about to cook her. We got banned for talking about trans people, by the way. That's what we got banned for. We always get banned for talking about trans people. And it sucks because like those conversations can be very, very, very useful to have. Okay? And honestly, I kind of knew that those would get the restrictions and the bans, but I just let it happen because we had a trans individual that got fucking kicked out of the military. That story needs to be shared. That was the most important part of the conversation in the last like 2 hours of the live. If not all day, if not all fucking week. And that's what happens, man. That's what happens. Every time, like clockwork, you get banned for having those discussions, bro. Yo, Anonymous, thank you so much for the $20 donation over on PayPal. Anonymous says, please don't read my name. Really smart of you to put that at the beginning of the message. I'm a female service member. I'm in a leadership position, trying to be careful with what I say. I want all the trans members to know that there's many of us that love and support them. Leaders like me are out here, and we could keep our heads up too. We're here and we care. I'm doing what I can within my limits. I'm so sorry. Oh, it makes me so happy to know that there's individuals like you that want to do the right thing. Thank you so much, not only for the $20, but as well as for the incredibly awesome message. So phenomenal, you guys. How are we doing today, man? Wow, I've been enjoying YouTube. You know, I really have, quite frankly. I see that Parker's live. Should we join him for like 10 minutes? Also, bro, I'm seeing a lot more support from leftists, which is crazy. Which, by the way, I just want to point out, I think that's kind of cool. Here's what I want to do. I want to be able to create a bridge between leftists and liberals, and I think it's possible. Okay? I think it's possible, and I think we can do it. And I think there's two main distinctions between leftists on the typical and liberals on the typical. The first main distinction is going to be Palestine and Israel. So, like the conventional Democrat will say, well, Israel's not that bad because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris told me that Israel's not that bad. And the way to bridge the gap on that one is to like literally just like educate like the typical liberal or Democrat about that issue. And I think with the right possible candidate, AOC is pretty progressive. AOC could instill pro-Palestinian virtues into the institution, right? And pretty sure that you could convince somebody with a good heart of being pro-Pally with like 5 fucking sentences. Okay, but there's always going to be outliers. Let's just ignore those shitheads. So there's a main issue. The second issue is going to be economics. Okay, capitalism v socialism or communism. I think the way to bridge the gap there, and this was actually apparent to me in the conversation I had with Hassan, is that the practical implementation of policy to achieve a socialist country or a communist society is going to be policy that would have been implemented anyways through social democracy, right? So if we could just agree on what we want to get done in our lifetimes with the implementation of policy, then we could bridge the gap between like social democrats and socialists or communists. So, and I think if we could bridge those two gaps, okay, advocate for a little more class consciousness amongst the typical liberal, advocate for a little bit more, pro-Palestinian virtues within the typical liberal. That's all we got to do. Jennifer in the chat is leftist here. You discuss values and accept we are right. I don't think all leftist values are right. I don't think communism is a good thing. Because communism implies the absence of a state. But I think we need a state for some things. I think it's good to have a state for, the implementation and execution of a criminal justice system. And now one could argue, similar to Hassan, that hopefully people will just not commit crimes because crime is derivative of poverty. Kind of response to that is not all crimes are, okay? Like pedophilia, rape, etc. Those aren't derivative of a lack of resources. Those are derivative of other variables. So I think we still need to be able to criminalize that regardless. So that kind of rules communism out of the picture. Maddie, thank you for the $5. Appreciate that. David with the $5. As well as Ryan Beard with the $5 Australian. Hey, Dean, when you finish watching that song, Nuke, would you consider watching My Destiny, Nuke? I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. Yeah, bro, I'll watch them both. Watch them both. So true, not really? Run the critique. Also, white collar crime? Well, in a communist society, white collar won't exist. Well, what do you mean by white collar crime? Should I ask that? Dean, please go on tour. I've actually considered something like that. I have. To do kind of like a quote unquote tour similar to Charlie Kirk.
Block that person.
Chat, should we get off for the day? Oh man, those pit stains are wild. Should we get off for the day? because I probably could get off soon. Layla, thank you for $10 over on PayPal. Check it out. No, we can hang out here for a little bit, low key. Cooking live, Dean? I can't do that tonight. I'm actually going out to dinner with the grandparents. Join Parker? We could join Parker for a bit. We'd do that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Wait, I just want to show you guys this real quick. Look at this shit, you guys. Look at this shit I have on my chest. I haven't done like a full in-depth look at that. Look at that. Isn't this thing fucking wild? It's a monitor for my heart rate. And whenever... Yeah, I look like fucking Iron Man out here. Whenever, like, I have, like, any, like, heart issues, I just press that button, and then I guess, like, records it. So... I'm going to have it for 2 weeks as well. At least you listen to us. Yeah, the only reason I have this is because I listened from you guys. Library with the $10. What is your response when somebody dismisses stats from authoritative sources as fake? Well, ask them for their reason. As well as, like, you could say that, you know, like, the stat from this authority isn't true because it's from an authority, but because of the evidence that they offer, right? And that's when you ask them to critique the methodology of the stat in order to debunk the conclusion as being true. And they'll never be able to critique the methodology.
Lives before the election, and one of the things you had said was that Trump.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and join up on Parker's stream for a little bit, yeah. Probably do a guess, and we'll pop off. Let's get up there.
3 trillion overall, 2.2 trillion non-COVID related, and then he's
Ducky, thank you for the $10
for the next 10 years expected to do 4 trillion more than Harris would have on a central estimate, according to the Committee for Responsible.
Okay, somebody needs to let him know in the chat.
So that sounds like
In the
waste,
queue.
fraud, and abuse.
In the queue.
Okay, because I just felt the government website was pretty credible, so I didn't. And people, I swear on everything, I'm not women for Trump.
There we go.
So yeah, so that did just confuse me. So you said it was the CRFB,
Yeah, Committee for Responsible Federal Budget.
and that's a credible source.
Yes.
And you saying that Trump is not good for spending, and he won't make us in more debt.
He's going to put it.
He's
going to
put us in
way
more
debt. Yep, way more debt.
Okay, that's a good point to make. Kamala Harris wasn't going to put us in more debt.
She was going to put us in more debt comparative to zero, but less comparative to Trump.
So
So
she would have
why
been
do
better
you-
for the debt than Trump, and that's the argument.
She would have been better for the debt.
Yeah.
Yeah, by 4 trillion.
Yeah, that's the argument.
So why do you think that people are confused about that then, and think that why are you so close to the screen like that?
Why do you care how close I am to the screen?
It looked like an alien a little bit from that
How
angle.
about you mind your fucking business?
You're right in front of my face. You're right in front of my face. You're in my business. Like, why are you in my face?
Somebody said Dean knows to her. That's great. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so it was just that you was just getting all in my face. I was just feeling a little intimidated.
Hands up. My bad.
Yeah, so you know where I'm from, like it's a little, you don't get in people's face like that. It's like
We're
you
on
arms
the
reach.
internet.
Okay, but if you, and my mama always told me if you're in arm's reach, they can get touched.
Well, I'm not
So-
in arm's reach. I'm probably like 4,000 miles away.
Okay, but it's just coming across that way when you get close to the screen. It feels that way.
Yeah. Are you gonna like? They're pixels on your phone screen. You gonna like touch the pixels?
I understand it's just a trigger a little bit because
Look,
again,
I'm
my
sorry. I
mama.
backed away.
Yeah, because if you that close, it just feels like if we were face to face, you would be all in my face. And again, my mama said if you in my face, I can touch you. If you in arm's reach.
Whoa! Please don't touch me.
If you in arm's reach.
Whoa! Oh, okay.
And Parker is getting in arm's reach. So
Just
Parker,
get back to the debate, okay?
okay, I'm just saying, this is just, anyways.
That sounds like some predator shit. If you're in arm's reach, you're gonna get... Dude, don't say that. Just, okay, I understand, like, the motivation behind it, but just rhetorically, that is a very bad way to put it, okay?
I don't mean touched in a creepy way. I mean like they can get slapped.
I know, but that's the way that it comes across. There's probably more effective ways to communicate the message than you did.
Okay. Well,
Can I ask a question?
yes.
Do you have any like siblings or do you have a child?
I have one sister.
Okay. When they were 10 years old, if Donald Trump went up to them and said that he'd be dating them in 10 years, would you still have voted for him?
My big sister.
Mm-hmm.
He said he gonna be dating her.
In 10 years, when she was 10 years old, would you still have voted for him?
That's a little weird. He kind of would be like a creepy uncle, like kind of vibe. Like, did you guys have barbecues growing up and there's the creepy uncle? And the creepy uncle says like really weird things at the barbecue.
I'm so confused.
I'm saying so that's just like brings back like flashbacks of that weird uncle. But I wouldn't vote for my uncle.
What?
My uncle, the creepy uncles that are at the barbecue, I would not be the one to. I wouldn't vote for my uncle.
Okay, so you wouldn't vote for someone who said that they dated a 10-year-old girl in 10 years. So then do you regret voting for Trump?
Oh, do I regret voting for Trump? Well, you kind of clarified the spending thing, and now I'm feeling a little silly because when you said, you said that was not true, that the government website was not true.
Oh yeah, it was the Budget House Committee, which is that's literally like a Republican-led committee.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, I think if he would, I wouldn't like the creepy uncle at the barbecue. I wouldn't want
Did
as the
you
president.
have an uncle that was like very creepy to you when
I'm
you were
not talking
younger?
about specifically my uncle. I'm just saying everybody like, have those family do you guys have barbecues growing up, like the family get-togethers?
Well,
And with the big family, do you have big families?
Yeah. I
but when
used to have those as a kid.
And there's
I just-
always like the
nothing
weird
that
uncle
happened.
that you wouldn't want, like
But I just, like when you're telling
that
us
would
about
drink.
this. No, but like when you're telling us about this as if it's just something normal that happens to everybody. Seemingly, it's like something that happened to you when you were younger.
Not that the uncle does anything. He just give off like creepy vibes.
Okay, are you
just like that behavior is impermissible. Okay, and it should
I
be normal.
absolutely agree. It's not
So then you
permissible.
agree you wouldn't vote for Donald Trump given that
No,
he did.
no, I would not vote for somebody who give off like creepy uncle vibes.
Okay, so then you regret voting for Donald Trump.
Well, I already did it, so
But do you regret it?
oh, I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. That's a hard question to answer. He asked somebody that, or is that just a hypothetical?
No, it's
What?
not hypothetical. He actually did say that he'd be dating a 10-year-old girl in 10 years.
Yeah.
He said, sees people in the comments, they say, I know about the creepy uncle. They say, yup, I had an uncle like that. I think it's a women thing. We all know about the creepy uncle at the family get-togethers. Just nobody, the uncle don't have kids. So it's just like, yeah.
It's totally plausible that, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, everybody say.
So then why did?
Hold on, put a 3 in the comments if you have a creepy uncle that you know about the creepy uncle.
So then again, you regret voting for Donald Trump, right?
Obviously, we should do something about that behavior. Sorry, I'm like getting. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, no, as far see the 3s are in the comments. They know about the creepy uncle.
I feel like you're trolling.
I'm not trolling,
Then
darling.
why didn't you respond to my point?
What was your point?
So then, do you regret voting for Donald Trump?
Like if I could go back in time and revote, now that I know that he's the bad one for spending, but at the same time, it's just like I feel like the other option, and I feel bad about not voting for Kamala Harris because I'm also Black, and I feel like I should have supported her. So I don't know, but if she was better for the spending and she was for the people, I feel like maybe if I knew more about the spending, I was watching your lives a lot, so I feel like maybe I could.
Okay, so you do regret. Okay, well, we appreciate you coming up.
Thank you.
All right, let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates. Please, everyone, only send a guest request if you did vote Trump.
I am gonna go ahead and hop off for the day. I got to go to dinner with the grandparents. So Parker, appreciate you for letting me know, man, and I hope that you have a good rest of your stay.
I hate your booth. I hate your booth.
Oh no, it's a fetus.
Yep,
Squeaker.
fetus.
Wait, I've started to call fetuses squeakers.
Oh, I remember that.
Gotta bring that one back, bro. Gotta bring that one back.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Yeah. All right. See you, man. All right. YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube. Let's chat. First of all, okay, I saw somebody.
Hey.
The throwback.
Sorry, you were hearing my FYP. I had a TikTok ad, some dude on live, a Parker live, and Harry. Anyways, all right. I'm going to go to off for the night. Go grab some dinner with the grandparents. Georgiana, I see that you say I missed your donation. I apologize if I did. Huge shout out to Georgiana. Thank you so much for the love. But yeah, you guys, we're going to go and hop off. I saw someone in the chat say live stream dinner. I'm going to a restaurant with my grandparents. Come on. Be so fucking for real. Wait, someone in the chat says guitar. No guitar? Wait. There it goes. Sorry. Listen, I've been trying. Give me a minute. I've been trying to relearn guitar. Okay. Because I haven't touched this bad boy for like ages. You know? The good old strummer. The good old strummer. I don't even. You know, I still let's see if I remember my chords. It's a G. Okay, sounds a little out of tune. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting them chords down. Okay, so these are the codes for Jersey Giant. But what are we throwing a little bit of that finger plucking, you know? I don't know if I'll be able to do this anymore. Oh, okay. Okay, look at that finger plucking, dude. Oh, wait. Okay. I need to relearn that. I need to relearn that one. A little bit rusty. Somebody says Alex G. Fuck. Okay. What is the Alex G one? I know it's like. Wait. I used to know an Alex G song. Briar saying, Dean, dude, I'm relearning on live, okay? Tyler Childers? Yeah, that was Tyler Childers. Also, I think I know some like Lumineers. Oh, that one kind of hurts. Like my fingers. See, that's the one thing about giving up guitar then going back to it. Is you gotta like rebuild the calluses and you gotta like figure out how to do it again. And it's like all this fucking work. But then, you know, like the piano, you could just kind of, you know, pick up whenever. But the guitar is not the same. What's like that one song by Alex G? Alex G songs. It's like the most popular one. Pretty sure it's like Mary. See if we can figure it out. Okay. Let's see if we can figure it out. No, I don't think it's Mary. We're gonna investigate this together. Maybe I'll have to do some of my own independent research. You know what was like the one song that I knew how to play that I absolutely loved? God, what is it? What is it? Oh, wait, I'm thinking of it in my head. It's like a very beautiful song by somebody, something to do with like Mitzi? Maisie Star. What was the song by Maisie Star? It's a big Maisie Star song. Fade Into You. Mazzy Star, not Maisie, Mazzy Star, Fade Into You. That was a really fun one to play with my bandmates way back in the day when I lived with two other people that also played instruments, because one of us would hit the chords on the guitar and then another one of us would do like the electric guitar, throw in some pianos. Sick. Oh wait, I recognize this chord. That's the first chord to an Alex G song. Oh, wait, we're cooking. Wait, we're totally cooking. Where would he go from here? It's like, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, then that's the next one, right? Okay, I definitely can't play it anymore. It's pretty brutal. This is very brutal. Then what's next? Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. Those are the chords to an Alex G song, I'm pretty sure. Just gotta put it together. Can I do any Radiohead? On the keyboard, I can. Sing? No, I actually don't have a good voice, surprisingly. I've never trained the voice. So I'm actually like not a musically inclined person. You fear it's a little out of tune? Yeah, I haven't tuned this in forever. I'm not a musically inclined person, but I've just kind of like picked it up through like really investing a lot of time into it. And I, you know, that's how I learned the guitar. That's how I learned the piano. Through just like blood, sweat, and tears. But then like I just haven't done that with a voice. Oh, what's some other crazy shit? Oh, you know, like another little genre of music. I don't even know what this genre is, but it's really cute. Oh, I fucked it up. No, I can't do it anymore. But it's like just like the little cute like rhythms, no? Oh, I can't even do that chord, man. It's just like little cute rhythms. Bossa Nova, I think somebody said in the chat. A little bit of jazz. You know, jazz, actually, one of my favorite things to do on the keyboard is impromptu. There goes the guitar. Is impromptu jazz. Let me see if let's see if we can whip out some jazz real quick. Yeah, man. Oh. You know, I want to be able to play that in like a little like bar with very like dim lights. I don't have a bald spot. We've already debunked these myths. We've already debunked these myths, chat. No bald spot. I could split my hair anywhere on my head and it will look like the back of my head because it is fine and blonde. Oh, bald spot. Look at that, guys. I have a bald spot. Look at that bald spot, you guys. Let's just choose another random location. Bald spot. Oh no. Bald spot. Bald spot. Look at that bald. Oh my God. Look at that bald spot. Okay. Someone in the chat says pork head. Okay. All right, guys. Go show some love to Parker. I'm going to go ahead and hop off for the night. Go get some dinner with the grandparents. Love you all. And good night. Give it a second. There it goes. Bye-bye.